Hello, 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 hello. Hi, hi, hi. Yes, guys. As always, it's not worth picking matches you want to see before the matches are fully set, believe it or not. Oh, hello, hello. How are we doing? Hopefully everyone is doing well. Welcome to the stream. I've not even looked at the bracket yet. I've just sat down and figured out. Well, I've just been seeding, but let me have a peek to see what we can maybe do first round. I think all the first round matches are good, are like mirror matchups, but maybe that just means we're going to do them anyway. Laser Milky Cow could be kind of cool first round, actually. Let's do Create a Mana into versus Clem. I think I like that the most. Let's do that. Yo, a Star Trek pop-up. Level 21, oh my goodness. We've got some stuff going on right now, guys. Obviously, we've got the Star Trek Fleet Command still ongoing. We've got a new sponsor for the next couple of weeks, Surfshark. We'll talk about them in a little bit. Yeah. We got a lot going on. I'm trying to get my head. So I feel like every day I sit down to stream and I'm just like, my entire brain is just like, like completely like oof. Yeah, we're gonna go mana created to start us off. The winner will play Clem, so I guess it's a good little section of the bracket to follow on. So that's gonna be our plan around. Oh, all right. Thanks for joining us, guys. Appreciate you all and a bit of patience and everything as we get ready to go. As we're gonna kick this off. Cool, so we're in the lobby for Mana versus Fredo. Kick this off in a few moments. Do, do, do. We're in the lobby, so I just waiting for the players, I guess. But we'll get going in a few and kick off hopefully shortly, guys. Get this underway. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're all having a good time. I love how we're running out of space on the stream for sponsored stuff. The Star Trek down here. Yeah. All right. Try to get my brain in working. Like I said, I don't know why. Well, I know why. I'm stressed. I'm doing too much. Last few days I come to stream, I get to stream and I'm just like, how do I stream? My brain's like, wait, we have to cast and like observe things and stuff. It's brutal. Truly brutal. Alrighty, bottom left hand side, our red Protoss here is Mana. From Team Liquido. And he takes on Creator. In the top right, our blue Protoss player for some PvP to start the day. The winner of this will play Clem in the next round. So we're pretty much set for what we're going to cast for the first couple of rounds at least. There's a lot of great matches, a lot of interesting matches. I'm sure a lot of people will be covering a bunch of the different games that are taking place. So we can sit back, relax, and enjoy as we do have our probes. Running just along a simulator coming about on both sides. Again, get the assimilator coming through from both. The gates coming around, probes on the way up. Get this ready to roll. So yeah, we drop those assimilators into place, and now this probe just settling on the front of this ramp is getting ready to drop down some gateways. How's everyone doing today? And hope everyone is feeling good, ready for another week. The last full week before Christmas week. Crazy, I don't believe that's already here. I have to cast like 7 Christmas Day game matches, and I'm just like, I have no idea when I'm going to do it, because the next few days we're lined up to do like stupidly long streams already, so it's going to be an experience, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on this week. Going to be a bit of a grind, but we'll make it through. We do have a gate and a cyber core coming up from both. Pylons coming in. Probe will nibble at the other probe. Because obviously, I mean, this week is WardiTV 2025 Championship Playoff Week. This is the week where we play through that entire bracket over the course of this week. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super looking forward to seeing how it turns out. And obviously should be kind of awesome to figure out how that all goes here. So should be pretty darn cool, as you do see our probe just going to go running around for a couple of moments already. Just going to have a pylon dropping down, a couple of stalkers on the way up, the warp gate coming through as well. And we do have ourselves the stalker and the adept still building into play, the probe still chasing out the other probe. 2 more stalkers on the way out from the gateways. And we just have our probes again back out into the center here. Stargate and 2 stalkers coming up. Warp gate on the way through. The probe, the adept, the stalker. A little bit of everything continuing to come into play for the moment. Stalker will get some volleys off, and that pylon already taking damage. And do you see this probe escaping out over to the other side? Obviously some scouting early on, some figuring out what's taking place. This block to try and delay the expansion as best as possible. Creator will step over and get ready to throw a Nexus down into place. So the Nexus drops in, the Adept comes about, 2 Stalkers coming around the left-hand side, and we will see those going straight in after that singular Stalker here. So that Stalker already getting chased away. A couple Stalkers continue to give chase for a little bit, getting up that ramp. There's a force field available. Didn't drop it to save the Stalker. I mean, that would have left you kind of unable to come down the ramp to the low ground, but you would have saved a Stalker, which like, probably would have been worthwhile. The Adept not allowed in on the other side. Because now we have 2 more Stalkers showing up. The sentries come down this ramp. The battery obviously helps, but we need the extra couple of Stalkers to pop. We will have then Warp Gate available to warp in 2 more Stalkers very soon. This is nice. Going to pop Guardian Shield. This turned into a defense. It was nice to kind of, again, keep fighting with the sentries, because you want that battery to at least use its energy up before it gets taken down, right? So giving the sentries, or sending the sentries forward, gave a reason for the battery to use its healing. In the end, you save the battery anyway. Now we see Mana on a good turnaround is going to get 1 Stalker, looking for 2. Does he have the reach? Maybe on a corner turn or so, like here. Maybe just get into reach for a moment, but apparently not. Probes are going down, though, as the Oracle shows up for 5 workers super quickly. So damage being done immediately here with this Oracle coming into play. And that's going to be Mana having to get Creator turned back the other direction already. So He's going to turn this back to the other side right now. Stalkers will get through. The Adept will go down. Again, a few more probes transferring from the main down to the natural. Again, Blink coming up. A couple of probes coming in. Robo Facility, Stargate coming online as well. So bringing a lot of that through. We do see the Oracle back to the upper right-hand side of the map for the moment. Stargate's about to finish. We'll just see the Oracle popping out from the natural here. Filling over to the sides. Again, a couple of probes coming through. The Blink is coming up. Gateway on the way. Add on the Stalkers. Immortal and the Phoenix coming up too. The Assimilator also in production. We'll just have our Stalkers there, able to take Hallucination down. Oracle all the way down to the bottom left-hand side, so just journeying over for a few moments. Doesn't do too much else, but obviously, I mean, the fact that we turned mana away already and got some damage done was already a big win for this Oracle, and now that Blink is going to be done from Creator very quickly as well. Obviously, mana playing into the Robo. He's already got one Immortal building into two, so he's going to have that much sturdier kind of force on the ground. See if that matters overall as these few Stalkers gather together. We got two more warping in. The Immortal still producing through. Plus one attack upgrade coming up as well. Oracle back to the top side. And we just have our Stalkers still joined up. Stalkers coming over. Just going to be seeing the units walking over to the right here. We're just going to gather on that right side. Again, the Nexus drops down on the third base on the bottom as well. Put that into position already. Again, Twilight Council, Nexus, Immortal in the +1. All coming through. That robotics facility is going to be on its way, finishing shortly as well. I'm just going to be chilling on 3 bases, but obviously Creator's gone to 3 bases a whole lot faster than Mana has. So you do got to wonder, does Mana have a way to kind of, you know, return some fire there and to step back into this game a little bit with that, or is this looking to be a little bit doomed perhaps? Definitely some interesting questions over the next few moments. Charge. +1 coming up, the gates coming through, Robo Facility dropping down as well. Hallucination will fall. Still got the Temple Archives coming up, adding on those gateways, charging the +1 coming by. Again, a lot of those gates coming through. Creator will start to make a move out down to the bottom left-hand side of the map to try and see a bit more of what's going on. Hallucination, next thing taken down already as Creator continues to push down over here. You see a few of those models gathering up, Temple Archives as well. A couple gates coming through, probing the Prism, charging the +1. All little bits and pieces that are coming through here. 5 workers now going down as that Oracle gets a couple more kills, heads into this base. More kills again, 6 kills now. So Mana going to be able to get some damage done of his own. Going to keep the work count equalized then, 55 to 54. Creator was still just ahead going into the economy phase of this game, so definitely looking to maintain there as we have a couple of the Assimilators coming down, pylon production, the Stalkers, a few of them peeling around over to that far left-hand side. And the Stasis is just going to sit in here for a couple of moments too. As we are going to be having the Oracle taking a few more shots. The Stasis Ward does go down. Revelation on the Observer. Again, +2 attack coming up. The High Templars on the way. Zealot Immortal all building up. Just continue to warp in here. Stalkers on the right. It's going to get chased away by a couple of units. Immortals already firing up nicely as well. The Stalker's still taking some big hits. Drop one more Stasis Ward down. We still have the 2 extra gateways. And the Nexus, the Cannon, building on through right here. The Stalkers of Creator decide to go around the bottom right-hand side. See where they want to go to. And the few Templar coming up. A couple of gateways and the battery coming in. The cannons will be in production as well. On the left, a little Revelation hits the Obs and the Stalkers. So again, we chase those back. Let me just throw one more Nexus down into the front. So, again, it's just Creator expanding so much more quickly than Mana is. Creator already on the 4 bases here, while Mana just starts his own. Has been able to apply good enough map control and pressure with these Stalkers, so able to put himself in a pretty good spot in that regard. You have the few units still gathering on that right-hand side. Again, that's +2 coming up. Finishing now from Mana. So that +2 attack will be done very shortly. Still got the blink on the way in. The rest of the Stalkers are Creator pulled back to the top. And we do have the hallucination of Mana moving up to the top side as well. This hallucination goes over to the far right. Let's just have +3 now starting up from Mana, plus the blink, the 2 more gateways, and the Nexus coming by. The cannon will be good to get rid of that hallucination also. And we just have ourselves another cannon still firing away. Hallucination still taking some additional damage here. We do have everything from Mana collecting back into the bottom left-hand side of the map. So as the Archons gather through, the Stalkers and the Observer would maybe like to try and take a bit of a pressure forward as well. Just having our Nexus already taking some damage here. The Archons will settle in. It's going to get rid of a couple of units initially. I mean, Creator looking to attack. Archon's count is actually very good for Mana. Mana's actually got, I mean, a better army because he's got Immortals here his opponent does not have. He's got more Archons actually as well. So I don't know if this is really a moment you want to attack in as Creator. There's a little bit more army supply, but I'm not sure that that really sets off too much else. Zealots will just charge in. Cannon going to be taking some shots already. The rest of the Zealot Stalker Archon force gathering back up. Just going to be seeing one cannon going down already. The couple of Zealots will go through. A couple of probes even picked away at. The Templars morph into an Archon. The Zealots join together. Just going to be seeing the Disruptor, Robo Facility, all coming online. The +3 attack coming in on both sides as well, so we just get that going right away. It's a lot of units pressing toward the upper right side again. We just gather up a little bit. We're going to see a few of those Stalkers blinking in. One Oracle going down. Zealot, Archon, Stalker gathering up. We are going to see Mana taking this fight. Disruptor shot's good, hits through the Immortal shields down immediately. And diving a lot on that bottom side. I like the few units up towards the natural as well, though. I mean, we're hold positioning is created, but that's just giving Mana a chance to do free damage so far. These units in the natural are absolutely not being stopped just yet. A Disruptor pops out. Will it go down quickly? It does get the shot off at least, but Creator's just dying to this army. He cannot deal with the Immortals. The Disruptors are doing what they can, but it's not enough, and the Stalkers are stuck. Mana will take game 1 of this best-of-3 PvP and takes the opening game of the series. So Mana gets off to a 1-0 lead, as we'll head into our game 2 in a few moments' time. Anything so much more on the Star Trek? Ungra. Region level 22. Wait, didn't you just pop up before? Or was that just 21? Do we get one for every level you hit now? It's crazy if that's the case. Alright, straight into the next game of this series. We get this ready to go. Let's hop in the top right-hand corner of the map. Our red Protoss player from Team Liquid. This is going to be Mana. Up a game after what was, in the end, needed to be kind of a slow-paced game from him. He was able to get through into a better position. And, I mean, I actually just impressed. His army was so strong. He was always slower at expanding. I did feel like initially Creator was doing some good things. Like, he made Mana expand more slowly. He probably just needed a couple more Disruptors to really have that oomph in the army to maybe take down some of the tech units more comfortably. If he could have done that, this maybe would have been a different ending than what it was. Gates coming about. 2 of them versus the single gate. So Mana may be looking toward a faster expansion here, something a little bit different. Hypercore coming up, Gateway still coming in. Just continue to patrol around for a few moments. Probe nibbling at the probe. Will nibble. Stargate will come through. Stalking the Wolf Gate coming about. A couple of those adepts just going to pop for a few moments. Just going to shade our way towards the upper right hand side as that Stargate continues into play. Well, adepts coming through, the Warp Gate coming up. The Oracle will be on the way as well from Stargate. Let's see the 2 adepts. The adepts coming by. Stalker coming about. And the adept will go down. Oracle coming over. Phoenix will build as the next point of this. So now just 1 gate, Stargate, and then very safe about kind of setting up here, like not doing anything overly quickly at all. Just getting into position for the next few moments as we just have ourselves the Robo Facility. The Nexus coming about. Again, the single Stalker there, just going to poke at the Adept, going to poke back in return. Robotics Facility coming up on the main base. The Pylon over here for Mana gathering and chilling just for a few moments as well. Stalkers will ping. Pylon. Can take some damage. Obviously, Mana gets the much faster expansion in the end. What will we do here is Creator. He's going to lose both of these Adepts eventually. He's kind of did this in an awkward way, but we'll clean up in the end. I mean, maybe 1 Adept actually gets away, which is a little awkward, but whatever. She had some counter pressure as well, so we actually lose a few probes, from Creator. So Mana's Oracle got a few workers, it then goes down. This Nexus of Creator is obviously out of location because he got delayed so long initially. Phoenix get around over to the left, just going to be seeing the Prism coming by. Robotics Facility coming up in the main. Back with the Phoenix, and we go. Going to lift a couple of these probes right off the bat, a couple of them going down. Just nice and quickly, so we have ourselves a little bits of damage to start off with. I mean, Phoenix doing well and keeping Creator's work count that a little bit lower. Oh yeah, and tech beyond this. I mean, honestly, I'm a little worried that we are still just building Phoenix as Mana, although he's getting Immortals up as well. Yeah, the battery coming through, the Phoenix trying to head down the bottom. Stalkers will get there to play the denial, and the Phoenix get pushed back up into the center of the map. Stalker Sentry on the right side will join up over here as well. It's just hanging around for a couple moments. chilling overhead. The couple Stalkers and the Immortal will gather together once more, and will we be able to push through here's Creator? It's going to be interesting because obviously we'll have the Phoenix that can lift. The Phoenix can take some of the more important units out of the equation. The Prism is not nearby for Creator, like it's a bit off over to the right, which is a shame. Because realistically, you probably want that to be a little close to actually micro those units. Going to be lifting up the Immortal. You know, since it's going to be taking some damage, the Phoenix will get a lot done on it. The Immortal coming back along. Just going to see the Phoenix lift in the second time. Kratos just... I mean, his Prism just doesn't get involved at all, and as soon as this Immortal goes down, now the Phoenix are free to lift other units up. I just don't really see what Kratos felt like he was going to achieve on this attack. I mean, maybe this, but he actually does have some Stalkers left at the end of the day. He does kill 7 workers. Trying to get rid of the Prism, though, and that will be the next part of this that goes down as well, so that will fall. Feels like a bit of a weird game right now, to be honest. We're a little bit all over the place. We just see our Immortal and the +1 still coming about, the Blink and the +1 coming through as well. Phoenix coming back to the bottom of the map here currently, so back along for a couple of moments, get set back up. Phoenix coming about, just going to get the probe again, Blink and the +1 all building. The gateway's coming through as well. Our Stalker's getting lifted, the Phoenix will get to work on those straight away. You see the Stalker's taking a good bit of damage already, so a few shots coming through, damage being done. Phoenix going to take a few more shots as the Stalkers come back in from that other side. Trying to find just a little bit more value toward the tail end of this. Soul. Phoenix just being pushed away still. Just going to see the Immortal showing up though from mana. It's kind of funny because 2 Immortals right now are going to do very well. Honestly, they're going to die to probes if nothing else. The probes were actually the defense here. So funny. Crit in a world of trouble. I mean, he's losing units all over the place. At least these Phoenix are out of energy, so they shouldn't be able to do anything more for now. And I should just be able to bring these home. But yeah, Crit's gameplay is not where it needs to be right now, is the reality. Phoenix coming back around into the center. So another Phoenix joining up. The charge and the +1 will build into this as well, so we got that charge and the +1 all coming online. And a couple more Stalkers and a Sentry coming through. Get a few more Warpins right away there. Get that on the go. Let's see where we're going to end up. Phoenix going to get aggressive. We start a trade in. The Stalkers taking some damage. The Prism now going down. A few Stalkers stepping over. Blinking underneath gets a Phoenix as well. The Immortal over here going to get chased back by a couple of Zealots. And get rid of that Immortal. Crit is still going to the upper right hand side. On the move right here. Charge battle complete. Phoenix and the Immortal still being brought in. Couple of shots, and that Phoenix going down. This next Phoenix taking damage as well. We're getting involved in a pretty messy little affair right now. We're building through. The Immortal goes down. And we've seen the couple of Phoenix still getting shot at. So mana in a bit of trouble if this Stalker count has grown. We just don't have the Immortal count that we need right here to be able to sustain and withstand. And the Phoenix count is obviously taking some heavy hits, so you don't have as much control with the Phoenix any longer. And the Phoenix were always going to be this thing which were workable in some manner, but not in every manner. We're actually going to turn this into a victory here as Creator as he pushes on through. I don't think mana holds. I mean, okay, we pull a few probes in, so that's going to be the attempt to make a defense. There is an Immortal here now as well, but obviously we're pulling probes, and if the Stalkers blink on the Immortal, they can then just kind of pick their way through, well, you know, whatever they wish as they go here. Kill off the Zealots, the probes going down. At this point, the Stalkers are kind of in that critical mass level, where they're just not being removed anywhere near quickly enough. They will go after a pylon. And GG will be called. Creator will take game number 2 of this BO3. Alright, so Creator takes the second game of the series, and we are tied up 1-1 in this matchup as we'll head into a game 3 in just a couple of seconds. Got that ready to roll. Thank you so much, Ruger, for the first sub of the day. 19 months in the Prime. Appreciate it. Thank you for supporting. And welcome to what is a very full tree. Invited into 10,000 feet for our game 3 here. Any results? Yeah, Rogue against Lambo already starting. MaxPax, Nicorect starting. Bonnie Percival starting. Austin waiting for an opponent. Yakov. Oh, wow. Let Alex beat Gumiho 2-1. That's actually wild. So Alex and Gumi and Yakov are going to play in that round. Nice versus ByuN. SHIN waiting for a laser or Milky Cow. Austin waiting for Ryonq and Clem waiting for Creator Mana. So, a few different bits and pieces ongoing. As we'll get ready to kick this off in the next couple of moments. So, let's get this underway. In the bottom right hand side, we're going to start things off with our red Protoss player. This is going to be Team Liquid's Anna. Up against the blue Protoss in the upper left hand side, we're going to have ourselves Creator. Here in 10,000 feet to start us off. Probes will chrono boost, gates will begin. Again, through with that right now, those probes continuing up for the moment. And just having ourselves just a couple seconds to figure out what exactly is in store for us here in this game 3. One of these players will advance on through to play Clem in the second round of today's competition. Enter the probe, again, gateway and the cyber core continuing up. Solid on the way through. Just going to drop down our pylons. And a little bit of movement going for the next couple of moments as we have this probe over here nibbling at the other probe as well. So a little bit of action early, but nothing too crazy just yet. So it chases, probe gets hunted, just gonna get up to the high ground. Pylon wants to come down here as well. And then the Stargate on the way through, the Adept still building, Pylon on the way. Probe will nibble at the other probe for just a couple of seconds to get that all on the go. And that Stalker building up, that Warp Gate coming on through. Continuing to just get that on the go here. Once again, the probe takes a couple of nibbles right away, but that will be about it for the moment as we pull on back out the other direction. Tony coming through, Warp Gate coming about. Nexus on the way from both. Twilight Council are going to get put into place. Nexus coming up right away here. Just going to have our Adept nibbling at that pylon. So again, some good damage done. Adept trying to shade through in toward the main base. Not quite going to do too much just yet. Hallucination still moving around the next couple of moments. And yeah, the Twilight Council will be finishing very shortly. Nexus is about to be done. Warp Gate coming over. Looks like our Oracle about to complete. The Blink will be on the way on the Twilight Council as well. Stalker taking some damage. Zealot and the Adept coming in. The Oracle will be there, and we're just going to see a couple of these probes begin to go down. It's going to be 3 workers killed. As you can see, the 2 Stalkers in the center are going to come back the other way. Continue to chase. The Zealot is going to go down as well. So Zealot will fall. Their Adept and the Stalker being pushed back. Oracle back around the top again, Blink coming up. Robo facility in the gateway still coming through. Additional probes building. Let's have our Nexus down on both sides of the map. Yeah, Blink and the Stalker coming about. A couple of Oracles will come through for a moment or so. going to be seeing a little bit of movement around, still coming through from the moment. See what's going on. Just going to be seeing the Oracle down that left-hand side, and again, Stalker on the Warp Gate. Continue to produce through as well. Just going to be having the Oracle all the way down in the bottom left. And moving over there. Plus one attack coming through the Warp Gate and the Stalker on the way. 2 Stalkers and 2 Sentries work their way to the bottom side as well, looking to push in toward the natural in the next few moments. It is Creator to have a little bit of an army supply lead. Is going to have the Blink, and we will have more Stalkers coming. There's going to be a middle of the map pylon, although no gateway there, so the Warpins will still be slow. Mana is once again playing into that Robo facility and trying to play a bit more of the defensive setup, and then playing out of that defensive setup into the rest of this game seems to be his plan of action. Very similar to the previous games as well, to be fair, where he's going to give his opponent the blink and the map control, and he's going to play for everything else after. Just a couple of units poking there for the moment. Again, Twilight Council, the probes, the Immortal and the +1. All coming about. The 2 Stalkers and the Charge coming up on the side of Creators, so bringing that online as well. Let's see our Stalkers looking to get forward there. A little bit of action coming by. The Immortal going to get trapped in. The Immortal gets blinked on. That does give us an additional Immortal showing up, and now the Stalkers are kind of stuck in with Blink on cooldown. Does Creator have enough to break through? This is going to be our big question mark right now in these next few moments. Yeah, not enough to break through this, but I do not feel like mana has a lot left over. So I think this was maybe a good starting point for Creator, where now he can continue to be aggressive. Like, this Immortal is not that much of a threat, but Battery does do some good healing initially, so that at least keeps you on track. 2 more Stalkers warping in again. The probes going down, the Assimilator taking some shots, a couple of the Zealots take some hits once more. There goes 1. And they're going to see 2. It's going to move forward again. Immortal will continue to step up. Stalker will still take some shots. Stalkers again try to get toward that natural expansion. Immortal splits off to the side. Battery doing a little bit of healing. Just going to try and stay on that Nexus here. Stalkers blinking up and going to get rid of 1 Immortal right away. Now you see the few Stalkers coming in return. The probe going down as well. Blink forward. This Immortal goes down. These Stalkers still getting jumped on. Mana doesn't have what he needs. And Creator is going to take the 2-1 victory to advance through to the next round, which will be up against Clem. So it's going to be Clem Creator for our round of 16 matchup that we cover today here in WardiTV Mondays edition 65. Our bracket lining up nicely. MaxPax versus Nicorakt, Bunny versus Percival, Harstum versus ByuN, or Q is still playing, Rogue versus Lambo, Clem versus Creator, Yakov versus Alex, who upset Gumiho 2-1, Shin against the Laser and Milky Cow, who are still playing, and Nice versus ByuN is our full lineup of games. So we'll be getting into the next couple in a few moments. And this ready to resume, guys. Like I said, we're just going to follow into Clem vs. Creator. We'll probably switch it up for the round of 8. But I'm not sure what to just yet. It may just depend on where we're at and what sort of timing we're at. And what's ready at any point in time as well. So, cool. Cool. Alrighty. Hey, what's up, Grown Mime? Thank you so much for the Prime sub for 4 years. Appreciate it. Thank you. Let's get you on the tree. Grown Mine, thank you so much for the 4 years. Appreciate it. You added, and I will work on getting us into Clem versus Creator in just a second, guys. And what's up, everyone? Hope we're all doing well. Ellie, stop. Right, I'll go sort Ellie out. I'll put Grown Mine on the tree. Yo, Grown Mine, thank you so much for the gifted subs as well. Am I still sponsored by Star Trek? Yep, it's active for another few days. Is indeed Grown Mine. What did I put you? I put you over here. The 5 gifted subs. It was 5, right? First of all, they go out to 2 Claves. Z245842494, Lomk, Blazer, and Nahaviz 90. Oh my god. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. You get a bonus decoration on your name. You can pick a color out of any of these. There's no blues. I don't know if there's... I think there's 1 purple left. There's no blues. You can pick a color. Or I can pick for you if you want. And I'll add it to your decoration, and it makes the tree a little bit more sparkly. There is red, gold, orange, green, yellow. Nice. Can do that. It's yellow. That one looks more yellow. Bam. Where is Clem? He's here, perfect. Make sure he knows we want an invite so he doesn't go without us. Cool. Looks like you play Helen next week. I don't think so, mate. Helen got knocked out. It was a miserable NFL day for our household. Thank you so much on my second time. Appreciate you for the gifteds. Yeah, we had a rough fantasy day. Actually, my team popped off in the end, but like... I mean, I've been saying all season, my running backs have been terrible, and this was no different. The only good part was that one of my running backs scored a touchdown before he got injured. Yay! So yeah, I'm pretty fucked as well. Yeah, Helen just played the wrong people, unfortunately. She believed in the people who did not perform. Alright, Creator's getting swapped into the player slot. We should be able to go into this TVP in a second then, guys, as we go through WardiTV Monday's action. Rogue already beat Lambo. He will play Harstom or Cure. Cure went 2-1 over Ryung initially, so that's happening as well. So lots going on. Lots of games happening as we work our way through round 16, then round of 8. And go from there. Is WardiBot just not doing the donation, the commands anymore? Hang on. I'm gonna restart WardiBot, guys, because I needed to do a timed command and it's not doing it. So let me try and restart WardiBot a second while we get into this TVP. In the top right-hand corner, we'll be starting off with the red Terran player Clem. He takes on Corrida, who knocked out Mana. To get to this point, away we go. When does the finalized bracket start officially? What for? 2025? Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Alright, let's see if that fixes WardiBot. But now I'll do a manual command, just in case. Cool. Alright, so Corrida versus Clem. Best of 3 TVP. We get this on the go, so we've gotten everyone through the first round or so into round 2 now. And we start to get a little bit serious in this event. Let's just have our probe head toward the upper left-hand side. Nibbling up, probe will go through. Reaper just going to be on the way. We're just going to be having ourselves the factory coming up, the Reaper on the way through, so we get all of that on the way just for the moment. Getting that up and rolling. So we get that moving along, probe heading down to the bottom right-hand side. Next is about halfway done, the assimilator building up. The warp gate and the adept continue to come through for the moment. Pellet council will come through. Again, the adept and the warp gate continue to come by. Reaper just nibbling on the low ground here for a couple of seconds. Starport going to get to that bottom side, so Clem looking to be very aggressive early, being a hot second since we've seen a cheeky little Clem Hellion drop, which I think this is what it's going to turn into. That Starport is very nearby. We'll have 2 Hellions already finishing, 2 more on the way, and there's the medevac coming out of the Starport, so we get that going immediately. Gonna see the couple extra Hellions popping out, Tech Lab coming through on the barracks, bringing this about for the moment. Tank, Marines, the barracks coming through, Robo Facility coming up. We just have ourselves the extra couple of gates, and that blink continue to come through, so all of that coming online. Gonna see the Starport lifting off, gonna peel back away over to the sides here. The few Hellions will take their chance to get in toward the main base. It's going to be seeing a few Hellions dropping down. A couple of these probes already going to be in some trouble. 2 workers going down, chasing for 3. Probe's too far away for Clem to kind of justify chasing further, it seems, although he gets 5 kills and the Hellions are healthy still, so he's going to have a chance to get some kills on the low ground. They already pull away, trying to get on the battery to get healing in case the connection's on one-shot. The Stalkers and the Adepts are going to be there. Medevac gets pushed back around the other side. Again, Observer and the Blink still coming through. Tank and the Marines just continue to come about for the moment again. SCVs and the Tech Lab come by. It's now 11 workers killed, just still going for this is obviously huge. 12 workers at this stage. Starports all the way back home almost. And this was damage done. That's going to put Clem into a very good position early on. So Clem definitely getting into a very cozy spot for these early stages of this TVP. This game 1 definitely looking good for him, with a little bit of action early on. We'll see if Corrida can bounce back. He'll get the blink, and that'll give him some options at least. So we'll see what happens then. tank, Marine Marauder coming up, Stimpack on the way through. Just gonna see that tank moving over the side, Observer coming over as well. Another barracks coming into place. Gonna be seen it floating across towards the factory. Ops comes down that left-hand side of Robo Bay the Nexus. A couple of probes continue to come through for a couple of more. Again, Stim the combat shield. Still setting up. Marine Marauder coming through. SCVs and the missile turret. On the way as well. Depots building. Stalkers still coming across. Just for the moment. Stim combat and +1 coming through for now. Again, Marine Marauder Medevac coming by, the Robo Bay coming up. Get a little bit of this settled as the Stalkers will sit at that front door. Just have our Stimpack finishing in the next few moments. So bringing that Stimpack to completion. And again, with those bio upgrades in play, a chance to see what we want to do next. Marines pop out. And Bunker just going to settle down. Again, the Stimpack is done. The +1 in the combat shield all coming along. Charge. Colossus and the Zealot coming through as well. So a lot of units, especially when creators had a stunted economy in this early stage of the game, it's going to be a tough moment now to really set up and recover from kind of that basically more than anything else. So let's see what happens. We'll see if creator can get enough up to get a defense going here against this Clem army. One tank sieges, second tank sieges as well. Bio will just set up a couple of zealots and take some shots. Heads coming through. This army going to come in. Stalkers go for a blink. Siege tank goes down already. So Stalkers actually taking a lot of shots. Now going to see a couple of those other units taking some damage as well. I mean, tanks are just in a good place. But you see the Immortal lead in the charge there, trying to get rid of the first tank quickly. And we get rid of the tank, but not exactly quickly, and we do take a lot of damage in the process. And Immortal was already hurting. The battery's out of energy here. These 3 Marauders should actually be good enough to get the Colossus at least, and then we can just fall back toward reinforcements because now the tech count has been completely reset. So you're going to put your opponent back into a very difficult position to figure out and to move forward from at this stage. ByuN still coming up. Armor upgrade on the way. Everything beginning to collect together over to the right-hand side of the map here for the next little bit of time. So coming out over to the right, the Medevac's going to be overhead as well. To stim up the battery. We'll already take some shots as well, so just coming straight through, just going to be having the Colossus and the Zealots gathering around there. This pylon will go down. Let's see, the Vikings going to get straight at that Colossus. Probes are pulling through, the Stalker's going down as well. Colossus goes down here. Another Colossus going to get jumped on over to the bottom side. Picking our way through this. We'll take that down as well. GG's, Clem is going to take the first game here. Really comes off the back of the damage done from the Hellion drop. We'll head ourselves into a game 2 in the next couple of moments. We'll see if Clem can keep that momentum up into some more success. Tourmaline going to be our second map even, so that's already being hosted. That underway. Get ready to go. Yo, thanks so much, Soundo, for the 15 levels on Star Trek Fleet Command. Wow. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. As we ready up Creator. Waiting for Clem to ready as well. Just need some players to swap about in the lobby position as well. Waiting for Clem to move everyone around, and we should be able to go, guys. Need a bit of patience on the players. Kick off into some more action. Sweet. Counting down. Game number 2 coming up. In the top right-hand side, we'll have ourselves the Red Terran player who's up 1-0 in this BO3. This is going to be Clem. Can Coretta get back on track? I mean, I always feel as though, you come out of that first game, it's like, okay, well, at least it went wrong early, and, maybe I can get to play a more normal game now. I don't fall behind early and everything, so... So yeah, Probe coming up toward the top. So STV will come about, Probe getting chased, Command Center dropping down, Nexus on the other side, Cybercore will place in. You see the SCV and Probe will nibble against each other. Our Cybercore going about for a moment or so. Again, that Nexus coming through. We take a couple of seconds. Just going to be seeing the Adept and the Warp Gate continue to come about. The Command Center coming through, and the Probe getting down to that bottom left side. CC coming about, Cyclone on the way. Just going to be seeing the Twilight Council continue to come up as well, so just bringing that straight over. We'll head across, just going to take a bit of a journey, and we'll run into this Adept, and that's going to be a good lock on. The Adept doesn't really have a way out of this, so it will go down. So it's a nice catch for Clem early with the Cyclone opening. They're just not quite ready for it initially. Cyclone locks it on, another Probe going down. Robo Facility Gateways, the Blink all still continuing up for the moment. Cyclone comes back around again. That starport's still very much so on its way, so Cyclone just returning home. Takes a couple seconds. Clem's on his way to that bio follow with Stimpack. +1 attack. Combat shield all building through. The starport is about halfway as well. Prism halfway by. The blink still coming up as well. Going to be finishing very shortly. Over the next few moments as we just have the other few Marines gathering up on that ramp. Cyclone will be chilling out over there. Prism and the blink all coming through too. Prism on that blink for a couple more seconds. It will finish up, and the Prism take a chance to move out to the other side of the map. Factory job's down. Again, the Observer is about to complete the next in the couple probes, and the Assimilator as well from Creator on the way. We'll have ourselves a big shove from Creator up to the upper right now, and into position against him. Combat and the +1 coming through. 2 more Stalkers going to get warped in alongside this. Going to have the chance to blink into this main base. So what's Clem's defense going to look like? Obviously no tank or anything, but he does have Stim Bio, and that Stim Bio is going to respond very strongly. Multiple Stalkers going down quickly, and the blink a little late there as well. They save one more at the end, so that's a bunch of Stalkers dead right off the bat. And like I say, there's no siege tank, but there's just such a massive bio force. The only difficulty with bio is that obviously stimming every time can obviously, turn into a problem pretty quickly sometimes as well. But in this case, he's been able to use 2 stims very effectively, getting Stalkers off of each stim as well, so he's getting value every time he presses that button. He is making sure to get enough out of this that he's going to be okay with it. Marine Marauder, Medevac, Concussive Shells on the way, add a couple of Widow Mines on board as well. Prism is still just set out over to that right side. 2 more Zards and Sentry warping in. Charge coming up. The Stalkers will get a Marine. Make it 2. And Kraid trying to trade with units as they come across the map, but you're not meant to be losing the Stalkers in that process, otherwise it's just not a worthwhile trade. So you're getting into more and more trouble here, basically, as the seconds tick on by. The Prism sets up, trying to figure out what it wants to do at the same time as everything else, and yeah, I mean, now the Bio on the other side of the map is just going to show up and get into this mineral line, potentially, if we're not going to defend it. We got Zealots that don't have charge yet, so that's not ideal. Clem focuses on the battery initially, let the Widow Mines do some work. The Probe's going to have to pull away from this base. Lose a bunch of those in the process. Now we're going to pull them in as the tanks. I mean, it feels like Creator can't pick and choose what to do for the best. This series has just gotten away from him super quickly. Clem's going to have a pretty smooth advance into the round of 8 at this pace, as he's definitely putting himself into a pretty solid winning position here for this game to get rid of that pylon. 2 gates in the Twilight Council getting depowered. Turn back around again. Stalkers blinking underneath again after the rest of these Marauders and Medevacs. Medevacs taking a bunch of damage. Marauders still getting busy. A couple more Stalkers still going down. Widow Mines will get a couple others out still. Again, the charge going through. Mortal and the Zealots coming by. Probes come up at the same time here as well. Still got that charge on the way currently. The Bio coming through. Widow Mines get the Prism. Again, seeing the Zealots and the Stalkers. The Immortal trying to chase forward. More Widow Mines already here. We will splash a little bit onto the Bio Force there. And again, Stalkers trying to get some extra value at the end, taking some losses again. Clem's going to lift up. He will leave. He has more reinforcements coming. Still feel like he's in a very controlling position in this game. Up 9 workers, up in army supply, up an upgrade that Creator is not really matching at all just yet. So, you can definitely see the issues that are kind of, arising in general here for our Protoss player. There's a lot of little scenarios which are 100% going very heavily against him right now. Trying to get the Stalkers. A little bit of Bio will stim out at the Stalkers as well. I'm just going to try and lead the charge a little bit. Results come down. Just going to have ourselves the SCVs going down. Again, Lib, Marine, Marauder coming through. Next is the Probes. Next is the Pylons coming up as Creator tries to get out of a supply block. Trying to take a 4th base. We get, a few SCV kills, but that's it for the moment. And Bio will shove down to that bottom left-hand side. A couple of Widow Mines along with it. The Medevac's going to be there. We're going to get over here. A couple of the Probes begin to fall. So 4 workers going down, 5 workers going down. We'll get rid of the cannon and the pylon. Nexus got cancelled as well. Liberator showing up, and we are going to try and take a stim toward the natural expansion. A couple of Zealots come back the other way. Stalker's now going to be in trouble once more. The Zealot's still going to be in some trouble. to take a few more moments. ByuN still trying to figure out what else it can do. +2 attack will come around. The extended thermal lance, the +1 attack as well. Continue to come about right now. ByuN gets back over toward that right-hand side, just taking a moment or two to see what we can do here. We've killed another 12 probes at this stage. Clem really is just moving into a more and more comfortable position. And when it comes about, we will just see again the rest of this army down on the bottom side, hanging about for the moment. 2 upgrades, +1 ship weapons coming in as well. ByuN just stims, heading to that bottom left side. Gonna try and get in position there. 2 upgrade, the +1 ship weapons coming by as well. To upgrade, ship weapons coming by, the Vikings are coming over, Marines as well. Ghost Academy's about halfway done, still adding on the missile turret. Next is about to be done as we just have ourselves 4 bases currently set up. Fire comes over. Just going to be seeing the Stalker that's out the front spotting. Does in fact spot the Terran army. Takes some damage in the process. Settling into the bottom side. Zealots will chase forward. The ByuN going to return. Stalkers taking some damage. I mean, the Zealots are just melting. Obviously, Creator got up to an army with those Colossus, and so it's just Clem was in such a good spot. He did such good work early, and his army is amazing right now. 2-2 to 1, just +1 as well is really noticeable. Like I say, the Zealots are melting. It really is true. They're dying so quickly, and so much of that is just going to be their lack of upgrade, right? Just having no armor on them at all. Clem is going to power his way into the round of 8 of this Monday Cup. Clem with a 2-0 over Creator to advance to that next round. So Clem gets through. We actually have 1 player in fact, we're going to have 2 players in the round of 8 for Clem versus Yakov is going to be one of the matches. Also ongoing, we have a Laser versus SHIN. Winner of that plays ByuN. Rogue is waiting for Horst Mercura, and MaxPax will wait for Bunny or Percival. That's going on right now as well. So, 2 different goings-ons right here. As Ungra reaching level 23. And cannot be stopped. Just leveling it up, apparently. Thank you so much for leveling up to level 23. And apparently more. A $5 pack. Crazy. Thank you so much for the support, guys, on the Star Trek Fleet Command. Appreciate you guys. If you guys want to get involved, you can !star in the chat. If you !star, you can download the Star Trek Fleet Command and find out more. Playing the game does allow us to, obviously, it does support the stream directly. Anytime you hit any of the things that show up on that little Star Trek command down here, level 2, 6, 10, second ship unlock, etc., etc., all of that adds up into more and more value for us as a sponsor. Rogue Cure, maybe? Yeah, I'm definitely looking at the Horst and Cure matchup as maybe something we could look at getting into. Not sure what their situation is right now. I presume they're at least in game number 2 currently, but not 100% certain. So yeah, Horst and Cure going on. Whenever we play Rogue, I think I like that. I don't think we want to do Clem Yakov. Oh, a laser beat SHIN 2-1. Do you guys want to watch a laser ByuN? That kind of sounds fun as well, no? Just for the fact that, like, if a laser just beats SHIN, then I'm kind of a believer in a laser. Yeah, let's do a laser ByuN. Cool. Alright. A laser ByuN coming up. ByuN's waiting on career, I think, for SHIN, but he's not going to show up there, so I imagine I'll hop over to NA shortly, and we'll get that ready to go. Yes, you guys are into that? Nice. Let's do that then. Again, guys, it is WardiTV 2025 Championship Week as well. Starting tomorrow, we're going to start working our way through the 2025 Championship. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got some good games tomorrow. We will start to figure out some of these matches, results, and where players are going to start dropping into the bracket. So it's going to be a lot of fun as well, for sure. Just waiting for Laser, guys. Seeing he's in a replay or so, checking something out or taking a couple minutes, but when he's back, we can get ourselves into this and get ready for some ZT action. ByuN Laser hasn't happened for a long time. When was the last time it happened? Gonna look at that loads. There we go. We'll do a little check of ByuN Laser history. ByuN Laser last played in 2024 in WardiTV. Wow, the last time they played was WardiTV Mondays 14. We've done 51 of these cups, basically a year worth of cups since they last played. Last time they played, Laser took a map off ByuN, but Laser has not won a series against ByuN since 2018. In fact, Laser is 1-19 in matches against ByuN. That's kind of a crazy stat. I'm surprised by that because Laser has had periods where he's been extremely good. Although I would say ByuN is maybe a little bit of a counter to a Laser style. ByuN can, embrace the elements of chaos, and I think some of ByuN's kind of micro and stuff can sometimes maybe be tough for a Laser. Still kind of shocked to see that kind of a statistic though, 1-19. Damn, so ByuN has dominated this matchup all time. They are 43-12 in maps, so it's not like a Laser doesn't take maps, but still ByuN has won 78% of the maps that they've played. And we're going to see a best of 3 between them here today, first time since 2024. And a Laser beat ByuN today. When they have played, it has been in a lot of WardiTV tournaments in the past as well. Is ByuN Laser that allowed ByuN to qualify for SSRG, really? SSRG Online 2020 Qualifier America. Lower bracket round 5. ByuN 2-1 Laser. Damn. Pretty crazy, honestly. I just can't believe Laser's never won more than one against ByuN. Like, don't get me wrong, I think ByuN's better overall, maybe, and I do think it's maybe a bad matchup, but Laser has had his peaks. Like, Laser's had times where he was such a solid player as well. And at the very top of the top, you know? So... Alright, just waiting for Laser and ByuN to get this going, guys. It's funny you can remember Laser beating Clem more. I'm trying to think if I can remember a significant Laser Clem win off the top of my head, but I can't. What's a Laser Clem's history? I could believe a Laser beat Clem more if we go back to when Clem was still like the rising star. 14 to 53. Laser hasn't beaten Clem since 2022 in the WardiTV TLMC. Came in an ESL Open Cup or two as well, back-to-back weeks down. Ruby Rock for our first map of this series between ByuN and the Laser, by the way, so we'll get into this. It's set to go in a couple moments, and we can go. Percival beat Bunny, by the way, so Percival advances to play MaxPax in the round of 8. So it'll be Percival versus MaxPax. Rogue still waiting for Hearthstone or Cure. We're obviously going to do the Laser ByuN. The winner of this plays Clem or Yakov, so that's where everything is kind of sitting at here. As we get ready to go into ByuN versus a Laser. Let's do this. In the bottom right hand side, we're going to start off with the blue Terran player. This is going to be ByuN. Taking on the orange Zerg. In the top left corner, we've got a Laser. So yeah, first time these two have played in a hot second. Laser's been playing a lot of the 2 basey stuff lately. Playing with the mind games of, hey, what might I do off these 2 bases? You don't know. And that's been his kind of vibe a lot of the time as of late. No gas for a Laser just yet. Cats can be okay against the barracks and the Reapers because it can mean sometimes more queens available, for example, so there are definitely some possibilities there of how things might go down. Barracks is about to be done. Both those Reapers on the way through, STV coming over. We'll see our first Reaper heading straight across the map, so again, to move along. Two queens coming up, that lane speed is coming down. Just going to be seeing the Reaper and the Command Center coming through, SCV building through as well. So again, we got a lot of that on the go right now. Getting that set up. Queens the lane speed building by, the Overlord coming over. Crypt Humor on the way down as well. A couple of Reapers will step to the front. I'm just going to have ourselves the first Reapers trying to dance with the Queen for a couple of moments. Queens will be there. Reaper's taking some damage. It's going to shoot again. The drone taking some shots. Grenades going down. Spore going to end up being cancelled as well. So just going to have ourselves the Reapers coming back across, deciding what they want to do. Obviously just nice to see these Reapers able to stay active and stay busy for a little bit, put some more damage out for the moment. Slings and lane speed coming through. Right now the issue is going to be we can't get a third hatch up, so being kept away from that for a little bit longer, being delayed initially a Laser. As lane speed completes, he will get back on track. And we'll be able to obviously push the Reapers away, get the third hatchery started. The Reapers obviously know link speed is coming, so they're already backing it up for the moment. as well to give themselves a little bit of a chance at survival here. Heading straight down the bottom. Tipo takes some nibbles. Just gonna see these rocks taking damage as well. A few shots going off there already. And you have the Overlord in the main base. Gonna get turned around by a few Marines showing up. Marines will nip through that. Overlord will go down. Starport swaps over to the tech lab as again all the Zerglings return back to the other side of the map already. So just bring themselves straight on in over here. Getting reset. And ready to go again. And a couple hatches coming up. The Evo Chamber coming about. We do have the drones in production as well. Raven and the Stimpack still coming through. Things will just wrap around on the rocks here. Open those rocks up, make a bit of space. We have Stimpack, which is about to be done on the side of ByuN. And we do have these couple Zerglings still stepping across the maps, just taking a bit of map control, melee upgrade on the way. And now double expanding, so a laser trying to establish base 4 and 5 left and right side of the map. ByuN's already going to have 2 medevacs popping in the next few moments, and those Marines will go across the map with that stim available and the medevacs and look to apply some pressure in a game where there is no splash damage. So we are super reliant right now on the ability to kind of stand here and stand strong with, I mean, I guess just the Queens as a laser. Needs to gather those up. He's only got 4 though, so I think he just dies, honestly. I'm trying to be positive and think of a way he survives this. I just don't see it. The first Queen goes down. We're not even in a good position here as ByuN, but he's going to kill those Lings no matter what. The Queens get rid of 1 medevac, so you remove some of the healing and some of the longevity. And you're losing Lings as they just stream in, and we will start to get rid of these Queens, and then you can get rid of drones. And we're going to kill an Overlord again, keep a laser close to being supply block, though we've killed so much right now, supply block's not really the first thing on your mind. Now some extra Lings show up, and this is 13 dead drones. The Raven apparently got 5 kills at the same time with an auto turret. 950 to 2.7k. I mean, the laser doesn't tap out the game right here, but this is 100% game-ending levels of damage, realistically. Like, this is the kind of thing which is 100% going to help you in a major factor. This is not a great opening game, unfortunately, for laser right now. Now the Lings are unscrewing the mineral line. A couple of the SCVs in trouble. Marines will stim across. The Lings get taken out. The siege tank will fire as well. And now the tanks will actually siege. These Lings will not do much else. They get 1 more SCV to be fair. Lings gather up. 1 Ling going to lead the charge out for the moment down that bottom side. Again, just so much damage done already. You can't imagine their second wave not seeing success. ByuN does need to remember combat shields, though. That's the sort of thing which maybe gives the laser a bit more of a chance than he should have. This run by will be denied. Tanks in good positions. He should be able to deal with this well. I mean, ByuN is still going across the map too. He'll lose some SCVs here, no doubt. Because he's committing across the map with the majority of his units, but 3 SCVs and then showing up over on this side looks good because he's going to have... Well, I guess Bane Speed's about to finish at least. No Carapace, by the way, so those Lings are going to melt. Tanks just need to try and get rid of the Banelings as best they can. Target fire, if we can do so, would be amazing. Some of the Banes start to get through. Target fire resumes. Now the tank's gone. ByuN still comfortably ahead on the supply. The thing is, trades like this are still good for ByuN because you're keeping a laser from being able to focus on, you know, fully re-establishing economy and so on. If we can do that, that's generally a big positive as well. Target down a couple of Banelings. The Lings get back across there. Still got the 2-2 upgrades, combat shield and so coming up as well. And Bane pulls back together. A few more Banes morphing through already. Just getting back into place right now. But as the drop hits the top right-hand side, a laser types GG and decides that enough is enough, and that will do it for this opening game. ByuN with the quick advantage and quick hitting plays goes up to a 1-0 lead. So ByuN gets a 1-0 lead. We'll head into game 2 in a couple of moments. Going to be going to Mothership. Ooh, big map potentially. See how this goes. As we get ready to move into game 2 of this round of 8. Alright, let's jump into the top left-hand side. We're going to have ourselves the blue Terran player who leads 1-0. This is ByuN. Repping Shopify Rebellion, of course, as he takes on the red Zerg. On the upper right side, it is a laser. Alright, old Zerg's getting slammed. Is Zerg bad now? Is Zerg bad now? I don't know, to be honest. I don't think Zerg's bad. What Zergs have been getting slammed? Solo is playing really well. He's been doing great lately. SHIN has been popping off. Raynor has been doing absolutely fine. I don't really think Zergs are in trouble at all. Reaper Barracks Orbital coming through. We'll just have ourselves the double racks once again to play the initial opening here, so we're going to get 2 Reapers on the go initially. The multi-racks Reaper once more from ByuN. Setting up for this game 2 right now. It does go right across the map here. Reaper's coming up. You see coming through SCV on the way. The Roach Run building here from a laser as well, so he is going to mix up his build. Nice fast Roaches against these Reapers. We'll see what they can do. Reapers will go in. Just gonna see the drones taking some damage. The other couple drones moving about. Roach Roaring is going to be about to finish up so we can get those Roaches going. Obviously, we are going to be having 3 drones killed though already, so not a bad start for the Reapers. Another grenade going down. Just gonna pop that Queen over the side again. Again, the Reapers come back through, just going to get one more drone kill. The Roach is going to be there. Actually kill off another Reaper already. As the command center is building up also. Getting that underway for now. Just come back in. Going to be seeing the Concussive Shell is going to be in some trouble, so it's one of the benefits of having the Roaches that you're going to be across the map quickly. Obviously, Laser made a good few of these roaches, a couple of ravages as well. We do cancel the concussive shells. This means no tech lab there in general for like Stim or something either, so there is a kind of a, you know, a continued delay there too, so that part is very nice. You just see the roaches and the ravages continue to ping their way through the depot. Eric's taking some damage, a couple more corrosive vials as we are going to get a few more shots off. Another corrosive vial depot still taking a few more hits. This depot is about to burn down, and I don't think Laser's going to break through here, but honestly I do not mind the damage he's been able to do, right? Push back the wall off a little bit, force some response from ByuN, and it's going to get a little bit of damage back in his favor. He's making lings now. As he just start ling speed, how many is he going to make? Is he going to mass them and then just wait for ling speed and commit to a big ling roach ravager attack, or do we have something else planned? Big issue for ByuN here as well is going to be the fact that obviously these barracks are just now producing singular marines, no add-ons allowed, so it's going to be a bit more of a long-term kind of issue. It'd be nice to know, if you're going to put through with the lings, which is definitely seemingly a Laser's plan at this point, it would be nice to be able to have this wall open though. There is a concern right here where you can just see that there is just a very narrow set of gaps. These lings may not be able to find their way in comfortably. You're going to build a reactor at the front, going to rebuild the tech lab. We fall back with the Ravages, but like I say, we have been building Zerglings, and by just stacking those as the Reapers about to dive into the main base may soon realize that this is aggression. You'll see the third hatchery not finished yet. Drones start to go down. I mean, we weren't even full saturation on two bases. These Reapers have just been forgotten about. Well, ByuN builds another bunker. It's going to be so tough to break through. We have got 7 Ravagers, so we should be able to, what if we double bile this bunker here? That's probably a cancel and a kill. He's going to go for depot and bunker on the right side instead. That could work. Gets rid of that. We're missing the Zerglings though, and the tanks are doing the work. That's not good enough. There was a world I could imagine this working, but we need to be a little bit more careful with the execution. But that was too many bunkers and too many tanks. And maybe even if it was executed better, it might not have made a difference, to be fair. GG's. Laser knocked down. ByuN into the round of 4 as our first semi-finalist of the day with a 2-0 victory. Currently, Clem leads by a game over Yakov. So Clem up 1-0 over Yakov is something we're going to keep our eyes on, because obviously the winner of that will play ByuN. So that might just be something we get into soon and just start off that semi-final action. Austin is currently casting MaxPax Percival. MaxPax leads there 1-0 as well. Cool. Alright, just thinking what we want to do here, guys. I'm tempted to just kind of wait through to Clem ByuN, honestly, because that would probably make the most sense. I guess we could jump on Coca's stream and just watch Clem ByuN from their channel, so let's do the, not Clem ByuN, Clem Yakov from their channel, so we can just see how it's going. So let's move on over here for a couple moments. So it's just on the Coca stream for a couple moments here, guys. We got some Marines that are coming about, a couple creep teams beginning to go down. I mean, Clem is up about 20-ish supply already, so looking good. Did lose one of those medevacs. Yeah, you can kind of see this, obviously. It's looking pretty good for Clem, who'd be looking for 2-0 into the semis against ByuN then. But let's just watch how this plays out. And see if Yakov can maybe try and make this a bit more competitive over the next few moments. Obviously, Bio pushing on the left-hand side. A lot of pressure there. Gonna lose the hatchery, which maybe we don't need this hatchery specifically, but it is one step towards Yakov not really having the bases to kind of step up and continue in this game. You see the few banelings trying to reach across toward those Marines there as well. Not quite going to do what they need to. And this Bio is just holding off strong against those Hydras as well. I should grow my beard and shave if we hit 50k YouTube subs. I mean, I'm just gonna have a really long beard for the next year. Do you think it would motivate people to subscribe to the YouTube? I really don't think it'd have any effect. Tank. Gonna go down to those Hydras, but this push from Clem is obviously making a stand, and realistically these Hydras have very minimal support either. There are some bird banelings there, but he scans for them, so they're actually gonna go down. I mean, hiding burrowed banes on creep barely ever works, because obviously a Terran typically wants to scan creep. That's going to be all we need on that one. GG's. Alright. Yeah, guys, no sound because we were watching from the other stream, just because they were in-game and we were not. So we'll go ByuN versus Clem. We'll get that going in a few moments for you guys as our first semi-final of the day. And yeah, we'll get that ready to rumble. So it'll be PvT, because I imagine Clem's going to play some Protoss here. Kick off into the semi-finals. Now we'll get Clem and ByuN ready to go, go, go. Alright, just waiting for Clem to hop back over to NA to play against ByuN here, guys. I'll just go grab a drink, I think, and then we'll get back onto this. Alright, yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec. I'm just gonna go nip and get a drink. See you guys in 1 sec. Alrighty, guys. Just waiting for ByuN and Clem to veto up. Apparently MaxPax already advanced over Percival, so he's waiting for Q or Rogue in the semis. We'll get into that after this one. I'm going to cast this one together with Harstem as well, very exciting. Alright, Winter Madness is going to be our map. Oh, I guess we should answer Harstem. Heyo. Hello? Oh, all my Discord settings are wrong. How do I fix this? Oh my god, just let me change my settings. This is not working. My Discord's just not working. Hang on, guys. Let me try quit out of Discord and restart. Give me a moment. Hello.
What's up?
Oh, it works this time. Nice.
Yeah, it worked. What happened?
It just didn't work.
Yeah, I know it's that, Mark, but
Well,
what do you do with it?
Well, it literally just didn't work, so I just restarted Discord. I think it's because yesterday my monitor broke, so I had to plug in a new monitor. And then the monitor's like, this is I am the sound.
Hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Monitor's taking priority.
Yep. So yeah. That's about it.
I just watched Percival versus MaxPax. It was a one-sided affair, my friend.
A one-sided affair?
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Can't believe it.
What do you think of ByuN versus Clem? Affair-wise.
What wise?
Affair-wise. Is it
Affair-wise.
one-sided or two-sided?
Maybe three-sided.
Oh, the last time they played, you know who won? ByuN.
Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah. You know what happened 10 times before that?
ByuN won 3 times.
No, he won once out of the 10 times before that.
Oh, that's a good guess. But
Yeah, that's not a bad guess.
Might have happened. Cool.
Okay, look at this. Probe
Looking.
goes out to scout, comes back home. This is typical Clem, doing everything by the book.
Yeah.
You think Clem is a big reader?
I think Clem is a big reader.
I bet if he reads, I bet it's in French.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. He is French.
I read in
You
English.
read in English, yeah, because no one cares enough to make Dutch books, but...
What? No, there's loads of... What are you on about? There's loads of Dutch books.
So really?
Yeah.
But you also learn English very early on, right? Like, it's such a main part of...
I did, because I'm so smart. Oh my god, look at this round! It failed, but it was still cool. 5 stars. There's this... When you're in the Netherlands and you go to high school, at some point in your career, you have to read 12 Dutch books, and you have to like write a thing on it, like a small little paper, basically, like the symbolism and this type of stuff.
Yeah.
And there's one book, like there's a massive list of books you can pick from. One book gets picked by everyone. It's called The Golden Egg, because it's only 70 pages long. So every high school student will know The Golden Egg. And the book itself wasn't that interesting. It's about someone going to France and regretting it.
Going to France?
Well, they regret it because I think their wife gets abducted, but the premise of going to France and being disappointed, I think, is a universal feeling.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, we read some crazy books for English, so...
Yeah, for English class, we were reading freaking Shakespeare. Also, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah.
Not a bad one.
Yeah, my second year. But we always had to do plays for whatever reason in English. God, I hate plays.
I never really understood all of this nonsense, to be honest. Like, I just didn't see where it was applicable in the world, you know?
Yeah. I've read many books, but I haven't really made any plays ever since.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's like, they're not teaching you how to read, though. They're teaching you how to, like... Interpret all the hidden meanings and shit. It's like, well, either you get it or you don't, you know? Like...
Exactly.
I don't know.
Okay, what do we have here? This is Clem's safe, like his safe zone, you know? He told me about this. He said if you go 3-gate blink into 4 gas, this is like, there's no way you can die. Like, it's economically not as sound as most other things, but you just get in such a nice position, like always. This is what he said before the previous patch. He said if TOS plays this, it should be impossible to lose.
Possible to lose, but that's the previous patch, no? This is the new patch.
But he still plays it, so he probably still believes that it's very good. It's interesting because ByuN here is going to be moving out with Stim Tank. It's funny because Clem did not know about this, but like he built so many freaking Stalkers and he delayed his tech by so much that his spot is actually kind of cool now. Starport is coming out, and if ByuN just goes home, I actually really like his position. If ByuN attacks onto the map, I freaking hate what he's doing.
Yeah, no, I can get behind that. It's the combat shield +1 concussive shells all coming through. Just gonna have our charge building up as well. A couple of stalkers on the way by, and we will see Clem. He's just kind of bruising out the front, man. Like, he doesn't have a third base yet, right? So he's in. ByuN should be in no rush to be pushing. He should just let this develop and let the pros have a late third.
Yeah. So there might be some people watching that are confused by this. You know, it's like both players have 2 bases. Is Terran really that much stronger that if the bases are even, that Terran is in a better spot? The answer to that is yes. The reason why that is because they have mules. Mules can mine while you have full saturation, because they just ignore SCVs. And mules, they are the equivalent of, I believe, 3.5 or something, 3.6 SCVs. So basically, when it's 2 base versus 2 base, you're out mining your opponent by 7 SCVs per minute, like the equivalent of mining. So it's going to be like, what is it? Like maybe like 300 minerals or so? Something along those lines. Which is pretty significant, you know? So the longer it's 2 base versus 2 base, the better it gets.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be pretty nice for ByuN to kind of have that kind of advantage, and that's why you typically see pros players nowadays, they do go for that faster third base. Like, delaying the third is generally not seen as a great kind of setup for most parts, so interesting to see. Obviously, Clem feeling confident just to kind of delay the third base, hence, and then just try and play into the later stages of the game, a little bit of a larger army and everything else.
This is a really awkward situation for Clem. Like, ByuN's army is freaking huge. If he gets a good tank position, the Colossus out, like, there's no probes. ByuN even now could just say, hey, I don't want to be here, but he could probably also just fight and win the game. Like, these are good options to have in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, this third base just dies, by the way, so it's just going to immediately melt away, and that's going to be amazing damage already from ByuN. So he gets off to a stellar start. I mean, now Clem is going to be really behind on a third, and the only question I have for ByuN is, I always feel like he gets in positions like this and he loses a lot when he tries to back away, so can he back away safely? If he can, I'm going to feel a lot better about this for him.
Yeah. You saw he already pre-boosted his medevac?
No.
When picking up the tanks?
Oh, yeah.
It's not actually good to do, but it looks, you know, like you're in a hurry. It's like when you're being chased by a murderer and you start screaming at the person you're with to put the key in the keyhole quicker, you know? It doesn't actually make the process go faster, but it does stress everyone out a little bit more. So that's also a positive.
I really thought screaming that you got the key in the keyhole faster was a good idea, but
Yeah.
well, life lesson learned today.
Yeah. Next time you find yourself in this highly common situation, you know what to do.
Yeah, shut up and just let the guy figure out how to put the key in themselves, you know? Yeah.
Exactly.
No screaming.
Oh, here we go. Big attack out of Clem. There are a couple of mines, which is nice. No retargeting on those mines. I mean, with 2 Vikings and tanks and a decent Marauder count, Colossus are good, but they're not that great. And to me, it feels like ByuN is just kind of killing Clem here. Like, this is a very, very one-sided affair. I expected a somewhat more one-sided affair, but I didn't expect it to be in favor of ByuN.
I don't know why, but I feel like Clem is been a bit shaky lately. And not just in like PvT, but I actually feel like Clem's been a bit shaky
But
overall.
mainly in PvT though, right?
Yeah, I mean PvT has definitely been like some more losses and stuff. But
Yeah.
I still feel like even in the
why.
other matchups, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like he's been a little bit more all over the place. You wonder
All
why?
over the place. Yeah, I wonder why his PvT isn't doing as hot anymore.
Yeah, well,
Because the ghost is 2 supply, gain some HP.
yeah, I don't know. Terran players, you know, finally don't die in the first 4 minutes of the game might help.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
weren't dying in the first 4 minutes. It's just the mid game they were dying.
Oh, I just thought we were being stupid. That was
No,
being
I'm
stupid.
never being stupid. I'm
What?
never
You're never being stupid.
being stupid. I was being I'm a genuine personality.
So,
Now, if you look at his
so
elite
this
luck,
is that's genuine. I see.
his TVP, or sorry, his pros versus Terran is his worst matchup. But it's always been his worst matchup, even when it was TVT. Which is not weird, by the way. A lot of people have their worst matchup as their, what do you call it? As their mirror.
As the mirror.
It's quite common. So, for example, in the top 10, if Aligalak decides to load, I can tell you all the tight statistics. So for Serral, it's his weakest matchup. For Clem versus Terran is his weakest matchup. Maru, his mirror, is actually not his weakest. He is weaker against Protoss now.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just think the thing with mirror matchups is there's just more volatility, right? So is it not even that it's not even that it's like weaker to the sense of like they're bad at it versus it's just more difficult to be super consistent in a mirror
Yeah.
matchup. And so
I think in TVT, you suffer the least from this out of all matchups, though. It feels like people that are good in TVT often can make comebacks due to the existence of tanks.
yeah. Because you can always play defensively and just extend the game.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, it's much harder, it feels like in TVT, to lose to the very big noobs. You can still lose to regular noobs, you know, like people like 500 MMR below you, but even that is a bit more difficult. Feels like you can get pretty consistent outputs in that matchup. The only thing that really seems a bit coin flippy is like the double Rex Reaper, the triple Rex Reaper stuff, where sometimes you just have a build or a loss, but it does come at a very big price. And you can also play safe against it by scouting, right? So it's like, it's not like most other mirror matchups. Like, good luck being consistent in ZVZ or PvP.
No, I mean, like I said, the entire situation definitely makes sense, where it's just... It doesn't happen as much at lower levels, because you're just not as good at the lower levels, right? You can just be, you know, more matchup focused still, but like, at the best of the best, it's more natural to be bad at the matchups you can't be as consistent in, so...
How's your weekend, by the way, Wardy?
Pretty solid, yeah, I took a day off. You know?
Yeah? You watch NFL?
Watched NFL, terrible NFL day for us, though.
Really? You got knocked out of the playoffs?
Yeah, well, okay, there's one more match tonight, and I have a 10% chance to make it still, but it's not looking good.
It's not a good.
Ellen got knocked out by a point.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty rough. Teams we like lost. It was just a miserable NFL day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played a card tournament on Saturday. Already told you about this.
Pokemon, right?
No, I played Riftbound, the League of Legends card game.
Oh, really? I thought it was Pokemon when you were talking about it.
Yeah, no, the Riftbound, it's called Riftbound, it's new. It's pretty fun. It's very complex, so it's very fun. But yeah, like I say, we already talked about this. I'm sufficiently mid.
It's lovely to hear.
Yeah, I just thought I'd tell you because I feel like you'd understand and be able to relate.
Yeah. I know. I strongly relate to being mid at everything. Whew. What do we have here? Okay, blind battery. Well, it's not really blind because he scouted, so it's just a battery. Saw the factory as well. Clem that is. Twilight coming out very late. He must have a different... what was this? No, actually it was 228. 220. That's fine. I can live with this. Usually I say like 227, 228 is like neat timing for the Twilight if you open up Adapt to that. As ByuN is going to go for Reaper Hellion into Reactor. This can sometimes be a trick. If the Protoss scouts the Reactor, like Reaper into Reactor, they might believe it's just going to be single Reaper. And then it's triple Reaper Hellion and you're kind of in trouble. It can be quite tough to deal with the triple Reaper 2 Hellion builds. You just need to be in the right position. And sometimes you don't know ahead of time what the right position is. Like ideally, if everything goes to the natural, you're completely in the natural. If 3 Reapers go into the main base, ideally you have 2 units in the main and 1 unit in the natural, and then the battery in the net as well. Try to stop the Hellions from going there. This could be quite scary actually. So Adept is taking quite a bit of damage. Does not die though. Well done by Clem, just barely keeping it alive. 2 Reapers falling already. Bad bounce there on the Hellion as well. And this is probably as bad as this could have gone. Wow, 4 kills. If it was 3 kills, it probably would have been as bad as it could have gone. Now it's like, okay, at least you got 4. It could have been 3, you know?
Could have been 3. Well, I'm going to be having the 4 pros down. Lots of units early from ByuN falling, and we'll actually just set the Widow Mines up a little bit further forward on the map. So just going to put those in position initially here, and I don't know what they're trying to catch, but
in
they're
position
not
for
catch.
what?
Yeah, I don't know. I actually have no idea what he's expecting to fly over that direction, unless he thinks units might retreat to the right. Imagine you had some mines at the front door. Would be kind of helpful right now.
A ramp. I thought he was going to split them one by one on the ramp. Now he's going to slow harass across the map with these mines, while at the same time at home taking a lot of damage. 4 SCVs going down because of a misrally there as well. There's just a single Marine in this bunker. Clem realizes, like, wait, I can just walk past this. Like, you actually have no units. Tank is going to come out in about 30 seconds. The double mine harass does enter. Let's see if Clem is paying attention. Because this is so uncommon that he might not be ready for it, okay? He gets a notification, loses just 2 probes. Nice splits there. Kills 5 workers total on the other side of the map. Mines do manage to walk away, at least temporarily. Third base isn't up quite yet, as both of these mines are going to end up falling. GG gets called, and Clem wins game number 2 in 5 minutes. And 7 seconds, Wardy. What a banger.
What a banger. Love it.
Yeah.
That's been my day of casting so far. Like, you could say what a banger after each and every game.
Yeah. Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Love those days. I mean, we can't have, you know, without dark, no light. And last week was very, very bright.
Last week was very bright. We had a good week, didn't we?
We had a fantastic week. One of the best weeks of my life.
Yeah. Amazing.
Got a game 3 as well.
You get a game 3? On Tourmaline. We're getting game guys. Thank you, Hypochondriac, for the resub, and how
You know, I saw this word,
well.
Tourmaline, in the wild the other day. I'd never seen it before. Yeah, like I was reading a book, and then it said like a Tourmaline merchant. I was like, oh, I know what it is.
You know what it is? It's a map.
No, it's like a gemstone type, no?
Yeah, it's like a group of gemstones. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew what it was as a result. I mean, I didn't say it all. They're referencing a StarCraft map. It was in the Game of Thrones books. I've been reading those. You know, on Friday, or like last Thursday or something, I went to bed, and something bad happened to one of my favorite characters, and I was upset. Like, I couldn't sleep because I was upset, you know, that my favorite character had died. And I was just real upset. And then in the morning I woke up and I was thinking to myself, should I read more? And then I read like 3 more chapters and he came back alive. Like it was a ruse, you know? He wasn't really dead. I was so freaking happy. So it was a bit of a whirlwind, yeah, in this weekend, is what I'm trying to tell you. Dude, I was proper upset. Usually, like, you can ask Irene about this. I wasn't happy. Like, my night was legitimately ruined. I think it was Thursday.
Glad to see you take them so seriously.
Yeah, it's very exciting because I haven't seen the films yet or the TV show. So like the books are like
So you
it's
have
super good, man.
You have no idea?
Yeah, I have no idea. So I'm like,
which book are you reading right now?
so I'm almost done with the second one.
Second one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got the third one, Kings of Storms or something, Storm of Kings. And yeah, dude, I'm excited. What the hell's gonna happen here?
Storm of Swords.
What is this? Double Rex Reaper? I wonder. So Clem, if he can count, do you know if Clem can count?
I've never checked. He can't. He's not great at telling the time though. Oh, broke down.
So this is too many workers for it to be Proxy Marauder. So he should know it's not Proxy Marauder, but his second pylon in the main base makes me believe he wants to cancel the Nexus, which would probably be a terrible call. Losing that SCV is actually, or that probe is so bad actually, because he might cancel the Nexus now. This is such an awkward game.
Yeah. This is going to be a little funky. Do you have the two Rippers
Yeah.
finishing soon, and then they can get across the map and put some pressure on. It looks like that Nexus is staying up.
He might cancel still.
Think?
No, I don't think he will. Like, but you see how scared he is now? 2 Stalker, Zealot, delayed gas. Look at the timing of his freaking Twilight Council. Cutting some workers, left, right, and center. Hasn't chrono boosted on workers yet either. He's still afraid. He doesn't know what's happening. If the 3 Reapers, you know, if they take the path of the north of the natural, I think they'll get 2 worker kills. Or if they go into the main, I think they also get 2 work kills. Battery in the main right now. Dude, Clem is absolutely, he has no clue what's happening here.
Nope, he does not. The Reaper's going to hop into the main base. You see the Stalker, he's going to grenade his own Reaper. He's going to fight the Stalker, is going to be his choice. And he is going to get the Stalker, but that means that that's pretty much all the Reapers will do. We get away with no other losses. So 1 Reaper for a Stalker. You like that more than the Mineral Line? I don't think so.
No, of course not. If he gets like 3 worker kills, I think the game is legit over. Like, and with 3 Reapers, you're 2 volleying. So if there's just 1 Stalker, you can grenade it away, and then like at that point you already have your 3 Reapers, your 3 kills, and the battery's on there. But I mean, it is a decision. Maybe he thought this was more secure. Maybe he was afraid there was a full wall towards the bottom and he couldn't get there. Like, it's really difficult. Like, Reaper micro is not so simple.
Very complex. Let's just see those couple of Reapers and get back into the bunker for the moment. So just going to retreat back over there. Again, Blink's about halfway done. The Stimpack coming up on the side of ByuN. Cyclone and a few Marines coming up as well. And we'll see what the next stage of this will bring us, as we have, obviously. Then we'll get to his Blink finally, and we'll maybe have some map control taken from him.
Yeah, Sentry. So, like, Clem is playing like an afraid man, you know? He's not feeling confident right now. He's doing 3 gate, Sentry, Robo, 3rd gas. He's now moving over towards the 3rd Nexus. So I think there is an intention to try and take it. I wonder if, I mean, if I scout this and I'm a Protoss player, I am thinking that this is just going to be a tank push, probably with an SCV pool, because this is a very odd setup. There's no tech lab on the 3rd barracks. You see no starport either. Worker count is okay, and there is an eBay. You don't know the timing on the +1. It's just really freaking weird to not have a combat shield going here, you know?
Yeah. Definitely,
And then ByuN does it anyway. He's just gonna swap.
Feels like he's gonna have, like, I mean, only 1 tank for the foreseeable future. He's now building a reactor with the factory, so he's gotta be very secure about his defense. But to be fair, it's only a few Stalkers that show up, so he should be fine. Just yeah, needs to make sure that this was the right read, which it is so far.
Yeah. So ideally you have like a group of like 5, because you know there's no starport, so you go 5 to 6 Stalkers, put them in front of your opponent's main base, and then he's very late with the Forge. There's not going to be any splash either. So there's actually going to be a huge bio force majority of the time with these fast 3-Rex builds. So you could SCV pool, and then with bio units maybe make something happen. It's just, I don't know. I'm not super feeling ByuN's position, if I'm being real honest. What are your thoughts here, Wardy?
I feel like his charge is finishing. Clem holds the map control. I don't know. I feel like it's alright for Clem. Just see what we'll see what ByuN can do as he finishes these upgrades, and I presume he's going to move out with the medevacs. He's not going to have like a lot of buffer on his army because it's only going to be the one tank, but it's very bio heavy. I just don't know if he has enough supply for the bio heavy kind of to end up overwhelming. I mean, a double drop across the map could be neat, and then you keep the rest of the units at home. You don't full send it just yet, but maybe the double drop gets you in a position where everything else can move across the map comfortably as well. So I'd say there's options coming, just not quite there yet.
I think Clem has too many units for this drop to do anything. I just don't think it's possible. So. There's also no third CC quite yet. I think what you might want to do with a drop is try to catch these stalkers. Like, it feels like that's the best solution here. Now he's going to try to go into the natural. He's going to lose quite a few units here. Yeah. Keeps the medevac alive, which is a big deal. Honestly, I think the only thing you actually can do right now is to go up to 130 supply and then you SCV pool. Why 130 supplies? Because at that point you're probably going to have 4 to 6 mines. And you're going to have enough marines where the charge lot is going to get significantly worse. And you're just hoping that there's no storm being built behind this. Because if Clem is getting storm behind this is the worst plan in the world. If Clem is not getting storm, then this is a really good plan. I really like it. Prism going down is also a big deal, by the way, because it means no counter damage. Yeah, full SCV pool. This is... Like, if you had map hack, this is exactly how you would play, to be honest. Like, this is completely correct.
Yeah.
Clem wants to probably base trade here. I think he knows that or he wants to attack. If Clem wants to actually attack, that would be wild. I respect the base trade call if that's what he's doing. But he's adding a second fort, so he has no clue. He's not base trading.
Yeah, he's going to see the army across the map now. I mean, now you base trade, right? But...
Yeah, you have to. And I actually think like it's not even that bad of a play. ByuN needs to get onto the high ground ASAP. Clem might want to get a sentry there before he gets supply block. We have a couple of split-offs as well quickly. Bases are going down, buildings are flying. There's going to be quite an exciting ending here of game number 3. So we have 28 Marines, 1 tank, a bunch of Marauders heading into the main base. Army supply looking good for, honestly, for ByuN. Like, he's down a bit, but I prefer his army. And there's a lot of SCVs with him as well.
Yeah, I think
probes are being chased.
These zealots actually chasing down the bio drop. That's chasing the probes, so some probes will survive. Clem doesn't have a lot of money to build stuff with, though, with those probes, so it's not like saving those probes is going to be a major factor. He does recall those units out of the main, which is big, because that means he can escape with more probes, and he can take those units, get those away too, so that's definitely a big deal as well. Okay, he already had a Nexus queued in the bottom right, but that gets seen, so this gets cancelled, then you're back to not having enough money to actually keep going, but there are going to be the zealots to save the day there. So, and at least ByuN knows where this Nexus is coming, so he knows where to target in the near future with another shove.
Yeah, I honestly think the biggest mistake that ByuN made so far is not killing the units that were stuck in the main base. He should have been way more aggressive towards that. That was what, like 20 supply that just managed to escape. Losing this drop on the bottom right also could be considered a pretty significant error. We have a decent amount of SCVs here. There is an orbital still flying around, 2 orbitals flying around. The depots didn't get taken out either, so marine production is a possibility. Mine count at 4. I mean, it's all going to depend, I think, on the position. What are the upgrades? 1-1 versus +1 defense. I think with a good flank, Clem can definitely do this, but it is tough.
Yeah, I mean, it really just depends on if these zealots can, like you say, get a good flank, good wrap around in general. We're going to see ByuN maybe going to end up a fight here. Good force field's going to help out. Wouldn't mind do a lot against the zealots. They're going to get softened up, and you can see Clem is unsure about still chasing in, but ByuN's only at 50 army supply now. Wouldn't getting shot away at. ByuN not protecting them. He's desperate to get after the structures. There are structures, a couple pylons over to the far left as well, that he would have to get through too. And of course, the next in the bottom right-hand side is Clem is maybe looking to run onto this army shortly. Stalkers trying to just get free value with their blinks. Just don't think ByuN has enough to fight all those zealots, especially now they're going to get their shields back and the mines are gone. I just don't know if there's the splash there, without the splash, if there's enough to actually get rid of, like I say, those zealots right now.
Yeah, there is, however, some marine production in the top right, and before Clem gets to produce anything, he needs to build a lot of pylons, he needs to rebuild gateways. Zealot is actually going to clear the depots. There's still 1 mine available as well. Like, if you add 10 marines into this army, like, I feel like this army might actually be decent enough. However, if these marines never get there, I can't imagine ByuN pushing forward with this, you know? So it's going to be an absolute balancing act.
Yeah. Very tough. Tank is going to get a shot off. We're going to finish off another pylon there. ByuN getting some scouting, by the way, so you'll see some of the structures of the pylons on that left-hand side. Building another barracks. The Zealots are getting rid of those depots, and ByuN is obviously going to have a few Marines up in that main base. He's going to get rid of a Zealot here as well. Again, there's going to be that constant kind of threat of grabbing a unit or two. And get pylons at the bottom side as well. Dropping that too.
I actually believe if these Marines can meet up with the main army, that ByuN probably has enough. Like, Clem cannot really engage into this. 4 Zealots are being sent home. I think Clem wants to make his final stand right now. He's going to have almost no extra unit. Right now, 2 gateways are coming in. And he has pylon space available. What is the chance that ByuN just goes completely home and defends his 2-base mining? Like, he flies home with the orbital. I think he'd be in a way superior position. This is the most unlikely call to make, but would actually be the correct call.
Yeah.
He would be 2 base versus 1 base with superior worker count and better production.
He just needs to get home, no? That's going to be the main thing. Zealots are going to run into this. Widowmine does his part. We get rid of the tank, but honestly, it's a lot of Zealots going down. Clem's army supply is not in a great place. Force fields coming through. The SCV's trying to tank a little bit. ByuN will unload to the other side. The force fields, which allows him to take a better and better fight. And I mean, at this point, Clem's losing the Zealots, which is... I mean, the Zealots were the reason I felt Clem had a good shot here, because I felt like they might be able to be enough of a tanky force, but clearly not enough of them, and they're going down. And of course, if Clem tries to retreat, ByuN could also retreat in a better position, but ByuN obviously sees that he's got the better army, and he's going to knock Clem out in the semis, as we are basically units away from ByuN winning.
Yeah, twice in a row here for ByuN now, taking out Clem in PvT. Impressive performance. What a wild last game, to be honest.
Yeah, no, just it was kind of, it's weird because you see ByuN have that less army supply, and maybe could have even had a better situation if you hunt those units in the main down as well. So yeah, but he gets there.
I mean, this is really on Clem for not killing the mules in the main base and checking if there was any mining. Because without those 10 extra Marines, this fight goes Clem's way, right?
Yeah, that extra bit of DPS goes a long way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are going to have one semi-final finished up, and we are going to go into the next semi-final, which I think is MaxPax versus Rogue. So MaxPax Rogue coming up, and ByuN goes to the finals.
True. Goated.
Exciting. Exciting. I just have some tree decorations to do.
Huh. We have like an outside tree, and that one blew away.
It blew away.
Yeah, the wind took it.
It's been really windy here
But
as well.
we found it back, but it's a bit damaged. We put it back in the same spot, hope that the wind is nicer this time. No safety measures, baby. That's how I roll.
We have lights on our outside tree. But we've actually just had the lights on this tree for like 3 years now. We put them up once and we just never took them down.
Yeah, he told me. I think it's very smart.
Yeah, that's very smart. Means
Never think about it.
100% less putting lights on trees every year.
Yeah. It's a big time saver.
Big time save, yeah.
What's the chance that MaxPax and Rogue didn't veto yet?
Oh, very high. MaxPax is AFK.
Oh.
Why?
Nice. No, just wondering.
MaxPax was AFK, I should say.
Well, look at ByuN's stats, by the way, on Aligalak. You know, I'm a stats junkie. He has 2 green arrows everywhere.
2 green arrows everywhere? He's going up?
Yeah, 2 green arrows everywhere.
Nice.
And probably after this win, maybe even 3 green arrows.
3 green arrows.
Look at his graph on TVP as well. Like, specifically the TVP graph. I'll share it with my stream so we can all be impressed. ByuN actually was a TVT expert. Did you know that?
TVT expert?
Yeah, for a bit. Since October 2024.
Honestly, no, I didn't.
I didn't know that either. His TVT is still apparently expert level, but his TVP, it was worse first, and now it's getting better. He used to be really good against Zerg. Then he started sucking against Zerg, mid-2024. Now he's on the way back up, taking out the likes of Solar.
ByuN definitely goes through phases.
Yeah, he does. SHIN still good green arrows everywhere. Classic has some nice green arrows again as well. It's probably because he did well on RSL, didn't he?
Did he? He won 1 series now.
I don't know. I don't watch it. But I thought that he was in the finals or like the semifinals.
Yeah, but you only have to win one series because he won the RSL. So.
Oh wait, oh really? So he just gets routed straight into the finals?
Well, no, it's like semifinals. So it's like the actual RSL offline finals is just 4 players, and 3 of them are just the winners of the previous seasons. And then everyone else plays an offline open bracket. So like 16-player double elim. Oh, it's not even double elim, just single elim. And then one guy advances to day 2.
Interesting.
I think was the format.
Dude, Maru has loads of red arrows.
Yeah, he's.
You know, he's one of the
plays-
biggest losers. Minus 52 points.
Minus 52.
Yeah. SHIN is the biggest riser, plus 79. ByuN plus 45. Uthermal plus 26. Nice plus 35. It's because Nice did well in your tournament.
Yeah, nice popped off, man. He made playoffs. It's crazy.
Yeah. Cure, ByuN. Cure is losing some momentum. Solar is on the way down. Rainer a little up. Percival a little bit down too. That's interesting. Maybe this is where he stops, you know? He's reached his peak. People were wondering where it was gonna go, and now we know. This was the max. Harstem, green arrow next to him. Love to see it.
Really?
After today's performance, probably neutral arrow.
Who did you beat to get green arrow?
Hmm?
Who did you beat to get green arrow?
I lost to 0-2 to Rainer.
That's an upgrade.
I took
It was the fact you got far enough in anything to play Reno was like, good job.
Maybe they also do it based on like game time. If you survive for more than 10 minutes, they give you some pity points. No, I think it's because I took a map from SHIN, probably. I don't know. There's nothing here in my match history that suggests anything good happening.
That's rough. Crazy. Alright, we're going into this next game. Gentleman Butt Naked and ZZ Corey, thank you for the gift subs. I'll get you guys on the tree after this game, okay? Cool. MaxPax Rogue. Do you think Rogue has a chance here? I feel like Rogue's such an inconsistent player at the moment. Like, I feel like he almost can beat anyone, but then I watch him play, I'm like, could he beat anyone? At the same time.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
That's kind of wild.
Did you hear the good news, by the way, about MaxPax?
No?
I'm gonna meet him. So it's good news for him and for me.
You're gonna meet him?
Yeah.
When? Where?
We're gonna go to Denmark to meet MaxPax.
Really?
Yeah.
Down?
Sick, no?
I'm like, I feel like I'm waiting for like the next part of the joke or something.
There's no punchline. This is it. Well, we wanted to go to Denmark already. And then I had to seriously negotiate to get a MaxPax visit in. And then convince MaxPax to meet me as well.
I love how you negotiate the MaxPax visit before negotiating the MaxPax with MaxPax.
Just in case it would happen, you know? There's no way I'm going to Denmark. I'm not meeting him. Like, there's just zero chance. I've been to Denmark once before. I didn't meet him back then. Thought it was a huge blunder. To be fair, I didn't know he existed back then yet, but...
That's wild.
Yeah, he said he was down, but and he never lies to me. So
he never lies to you, but then haven't we had multiple moments where he said something, and then turns out that was not the case?
No, he never does that.
Never?
No, never. Not once. He said
so.
maybe stuff before, but he's never agreed. You know. So
okay,
yeah, this is
it.
Yeah.
What a. I don't even know what it is really, but yeah, amazing.
Yeah. It's going to be probably one of the most memorable days of my life.
People are going to be asking you about this for years to come.
I will tell them nothing. I'm going to take it to the grave. It's going to be, you know, a special moment. Stargate coming out. Adept on the way. He blocked the natural. You think it's going to go double adept? It's fast. You need to guess. Double adept. Oh my god, you're too slow. I can hear you thinking slow all the way over the pond.
My brain's not here today. I've had too much.
Crazy.
I've had too much going on for the last week.
Yeah. I can imagine. Life as a StarCraft tournament organizer is very difficult.
It is, yeah. You know, like every day someone messages me asking for another replay pack. Adding on to my list of things to do. It's terrible.
You're talking about me. I only asked once. Like in
No.
the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, you asked once, and then everyone else asked once as well. That's a lot of different people, right?
Yeah, you know you can just solve it by doing the replay packs.
Bro, they're like up to date apart from like 3 days. Like,
Yeah, 3 days. Yeah,
3
what are we
days?
supposed to do?
I don't know. Use any of the other hundreds of replays out of there.
No, but your replays are like crack. You know?
Yeah, I realize this.
Yeah.
I know. This
But they're
why
like the special crack.
This is why I need to just up the price. Right now you get
Yeah,
replay
sure.
early
Yeah, sure,
access,
we would pay as well. It's just,
but then you're gonna get replay even earlier access next time. It's like the premium.
yeah, but if you provide early access to the replays, the access does need to be early, you know?
Yeah, it is early. It's like weeks before you would usually send them out.
Yeah, but usually you'd send them too slow.
Right? So that's why you get early access. It's
Yeah.
significantly
Okay, I
faster.
want direct access. Like,
You want direct access, yeah, but that's another
Yeah.
that's another tier that's not yet being installed, you know?
That's true. Ooh. Ooh. MaxPax dealing a decent amount of damage. 4 worker kills. Loses 2 adapts, but his Nexus is up already, so these adapts honestly are pointless to have around anyway. Spore now coming down on the natural as well.
Spore on the natural. Twilight Forge, a couple of gates coming through, Nexus and the probes coming up, drones in the Evo chamber coming around. I mean, I expect Rogue to lose workers, because that's just Rogue in a nutshell. He loses workers early game ZVP. I really want to know what kind of style he's going to bring. MaxPax has struggled against some of the more aggressive CVP, I feel like, so... And that does fall into what Rogue sometimes likes to do, so...
Yeah, I was watching some Rogue games and I saw him do some like Hydra Link stuff, but without any upgrades. Right now he has a setup like he wants to get +1 melee, but because his eco is so absolute dog water right now, I don't really see what his follow-up is going to be. He's adding in a Roach Warren. Maybe he's afraid of Glaives. I don't quite know. He loses 2 more workers here to a double Oracle drive-by. Like, I don't quite... Like, MaxPax is not supposed to be up, like, 8 workers at this point. That's not super common in this matchup.
Yeah, no, he's definitely off to the races in the economy game for sure. We've got the couple Oracles going to linger around on the left side. The Stalkers will try and play cleanup. Melee upgrade on the way through. We have ourselves the +1 blink from MaxPax, going to be a big part of the next stage of this. And Rogue, I mean, it's nice for Rogue. He is getting into a melee upgrade unpunished, right? I do feel like a lot of the time pros try and punish Stalkers for the melee upgrades, but he's going to have just lings up against Stalkers. But then his economy sucks, so maybe he maybe that's just going to be a problem anyway. Like, is he just hoping to super overwhelm these Stalkers? Because I'm not seeing that really being the case right now. I mean, obviously the Oracles are still available overhead as well. This feels not so great.
Yeah, I don't even really see where Rogue has an advantage. Like, usually you can like point to like some asymmetric advantage. You know, one player has better eco, the other has better tech. It feels like Rogue has managed to gain an advantage in no area. Like, yeah, he doesn't have faster upgrades, doesn't have better tech at all. Actually, he's behind in tech. He has less units, like way less workers. He has so little workers that it feels like he should all in. But I know that if he all-ins right now, this is not going to be successful. Now, we're going to get a full-on recall, I think, here out of MaxPax. It's the only thing that really makes any sense. Oh, he's going to continue moving back. I feel like he's late with the recall, no?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to give these Lings a chance to get a bit of a better surround and get a couple more kills.
2?
Yeah, got 2 more Stalkers. I mean, a lot of Stalkers went low as well, right? Which could be impactful later on, so... These Lings get given the chance to do some work in the end. I mean, we have Storm on the way up from MaxPax. I mean, the issue still is that Rogue was obviously behind on economy. He's going to start fixing that a little bit right now. As those Lings gather around the left-hand side. Hive coming about, +2 melee on the way in. Ling's going to go take a run at these Stalkers. They're going to blink back into that mineral line. The Archon's going to get jumped on.
That's a big deal. That's actually a really big deal, because that's a lot of damage output there that you're losing against a pure Link army. But we have a Hive on the way, so you think this is going to be... Okay, he's doing double upgrades. He's just going to go into Ultras, isn't he? There are currently 0 Immortals out, so I'm not saying this is going to be successful. but I do think this is probably the only solution. He has a Baneling nest with it too. We have Burrow coming in. Is he gonna go borrow some Banelings? Or what is the...
Yeah, I don't really... I mean, I guess so. Burrowed Banelings against... I mean, maybe he just wants to burrow to be able to, like, if he runs by, he can then burrow up and just be annoying and bring a couple units back later on. But it's such a weird thing to invest into this early, right? Because it is an investment and it's going to kind of eat away at things that you could have otherwise, so... I mean, just a weird, interesting game from Rogue in general, who is going to finish the Hive, and I swear down he's about to build an Infestation Pit. Maybe it was the Ultra Cavern I just missed, so... Prism shows up. We got Lings nearby, but the Prism obviously can just evacuate. And more than anything, this checks where the Lings are at. It keeps some of them back at home. It's showing the potential threat of the Prism. And you see it flying back up over here, but obviously it doesn't have to just drop in. It can warp in nearby, and then you just run those Zealots in too, so... It's just something that now Rogue has to have, you know, a constant kind of thing in his mind of.
Look at this. He's going for like a 7 Overlord drop. He's only morphed 2, but there's 5 more Overlords moving to the very north side of the map.
Definitely an aggressive option. I mean, sometimes I feel like that's one of the cool ways to kind of pull the pros apart. I just feel like, first of all, we need to actually get to the point where we have enough stuff to even begin thinking of pulling the pros apart. A few Banelings actually slipped through the storms there, which is nice. And no Baneling speed yet is going to be the biggest issue, perhaps, because then the storms are going to be even more difficult to kind of maneuver around.
Yeah, I don't entirely see how Rogue is planning on holding this fort, to be honest. And the storms have been dealing some damage to his own units as well, MaxPax's units. Only has 2 Archons remaining. We now have the drops being set up. We're getting 5 more Overlord Warpins, or morphs. We still have 0 Ultras out, by the way. So this is an Ultra Rush without any Ultralisk.
I mean, one's on the way, so progress. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Rogue's just never been comfortable in this game at all. Like, he's had a general plan, and MaxPax keeps kind of knocking on the door and asking, like, hey, is your plan going to plan? He's like, no, not yet. And then he keeps getting distracted and not getting back to what he was meant to be doing. Now these Drop Lords are going to go in, but MaxPax is back at home, so he's not in position to deal with the Drop Lords, but it's not like he's trying to make something happen on the map and he has to get all the way back to deal with it either. And he has warping potential.
There's also a cannon and a battery, and the Archon shows up right now. Like, what's he gonna lose? Like 7 workers? I think he'll be just fine with it. We might get a Burrow though, some links into the main. I guess that's what it's for. Drop plus Burrow.
Helps if you
we also have like some links just burrowed around for vision, which I don't mind. 3 hatcheries coming up at the same time. 10 probes end up falling, which is actually not an insignificant number. Overlords stay alive as well, but 96 drones. The problem with Ultra styles is that there's still a timer on them, and that timer is pretty much the immortal count. Like, once you're just matching your opponent's Ultra count with immortals, and you have a decent buffer wall of a couple of Archons, some storms to deal with Ling Bane, usually you're still going to be winning as the Protoss player anyway.
Yeah. Well, Ling's still showing up and trying to get a little bit more done, so again, trying to get in position right away, as we have the Nidus networks coming down too, so they're going to be also an interesting something to keep our eyes on here for the next little bit of time. Just going to be seeing if these ultras can make a difference. MaxPax is still positioned around the left-hand side. I really feel like he's done a very good job of just keeping his army kind of where it needs to be so far.
Yeah. He hasn't dealt with the creep threat quite yet, and now we're gonna get a massive Overlord drop into the main. There's 3 Overlords in the mix as well. No Overseers. There's no Dark Shrine though, so it's not like that's going to matter massively either. Baneling defense at home to deal with the setup that MaxPax is going there. As the storms are going to clear most of these Banes. 12 workers going down in MaxPax is natural. I think these ultras are going to be chewing through the Archon pylon wall that has been set up in the net. At the same time, MaxPax is clearing a lot of stuff on the other side as well. Decent flank. Storms are late. As Stasis Ward doing some serious work. The Immortals are chewing through the Ultra list. I do believe that MaxPax is going to stabilize, but he's lost so many workers at this point. 21 have gone down, Wardy.
Yeah, he's lost 21, but he does get the Overlord with the Ultra inside, so he is going to pretty good clean up on the other side. And obviously at this point now, the Ultras are being dealt with better and better because we're going to see more Immortals come into the game.
Yeah.
I just feel like Rogue's army was very based around, hey, I'm going to show up with this and it's going to be really rough for you to deal with. And MaxPax's army is very, okay, well now I see what you've got, I'm going to improve, and it's still improving, whereas Rogue's army seems to be kind of at a standstill now.
Yeah, it does, but his eco is okay. You know, like 87 drones seems decent enough. He once again, and also he created a non-stable game. With that earlier drop, there's now like not really that many defenses anymore. Naturals actually is gonna fall.
Yeah, Robo
MaxPax does have a 5th base. Sorry?
A Robo died as well, right? So which, you know, he's still got 2 Robos up, but there's one less producing an Immortal at any single point right now. I mean, we only have a couple of Archons and a handful of Storms, so if we can kind of get through those and just kind of get the Lings on top of the rest of this army, I feel like that would be good as well, because we are now going to see, well, this army just gets jumped on, so the Ultras are going to chew through the Immortals and Rogue. Okay, I did not give Rogue enough credit at all in this game, I will not lie. I was not a believer until this fight. That was insane.
That was such a perfect way of doing it. So he sends in the initial Ling run by into the natural, Archon plus like a bunch of other gateway units. I think there was like 2-3 Archons go back there to deal with it. And then Rogue realizes, wait a second, if there's so many Archons on the top side of the map, what's going to be at the army? And there really was nothing. It was 1 Archon, a couple of Storms, only thing to deal with the Lings. And although the Ultras were there as well, this was really a fight that got won by the Zerglings, in my opinion. Like, just chewing through that Protoss army with poor armor upgrades as well, might I add. There are no shield weapon, or no shield upgrades, 0 armor upgrades as well. This is a pure attack army. And Lynx, if they have Adrenal Glands and +3 melee, actually can chew through that pretty freaking quickly. And now I think Rogue is in a position where, for the first time in this game, he actually has the... I'm not even sure if it's the lead, but yeah, actually he does have the lead, because he has 10 Ultras against a single Immortal. Like, how are you going to do that as MaxPax? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it feels rough. We are going to drop a Time Warp here. Bane's getting slowed down heavily. That Storm actually doing a lot on the Bane lanes that are trying to move through. This feels like a bit of an uglier fight, but now the Lings show up, and I don't think there's any splash left to deal with these Zerglings from the top side. Just the choke points to mess around with it, but let's face it, these Ultras are chomping through as well. And we're just missing some detection, which is why the Overseer had to fly in. Finally, the cloaking fades away anyway, and MaxPax nearly falls below 100 supply. It's just about staying above it, but we lose another Nexus as well, and these Ultras can keep on chasing at this point. He clearly feels like he's got enough. I mean, a couple of the Ultras are low. You kind of maybe want to run with them and try and get them back home. Maybe there's a Transfuse or 2 to heal up. I feel like Rogue doesn't even quite know, though. He's like, should I run? Should I just keep trying to kill him right now? We drop a Storm and actually does kill an Ultra running in. But yeah, trying to close the gap on these units. A couple of Archons wolfing through, and Rogue will not quite break in just yet, but of course has that economy behind all of this to keep him rebuilding.
That last fight was really ugly, though. I'm not sure if he should have done that. He went for a similar move, by the way, once again, to set up this fight. So Lynx poking into the natural. This time there were forces there, and they said, okay, he had forces there. I just once again come in with the surround from the top side. So you're kind of creating like a natural surround position for yourself if your opponent has to defensively split. And against Lingbane Ultra, you kind of have to split. So I'm a big fan.
The Oracles around the top, the Lings over to the bottom left, Great Spire coming up, Corruptors and the Elders coming through, Immortals in production, 2 of those coming up at a time. It's going to give MaxPax a chance to step back in. I mean, how well prepared is MaxPax going to be if Broodlords hit the field, though, right? Because like MaxPax is now still playing catch-up against this army and resetting a couple times. Broods might be a nice switch to kind of switch up the pacing and give Rogue an opportunity again. We shall see very soon. It does look like his next attack will be based on that. And of course, Rogue controls this map, and MaxPax is pushed back on 4 bases, so Rogue is just needing like one final fight, and yeah, Broodlords have a pretty good chance to maybe making that happen.
Yeah, before you do anything with Broodlords, I'd always recommend having like even just 2 or 3 spines on the bases. Because you know that if a toss cannot engage, usually there's going to be a base trade with zealots going to other bases. So your main army is attacking somewhere, and then zealots being split off to the sides, maybe even a secondary army being split off to the sides. Broodlords are very slow at catching toss armies, especially if there's no infestors nearby. It can be tough. So I wouldn't mind seeing a spine crawler or 2, especially with the bank that we have currently. It is possible that MaxPax gets so blindsided that he has to kind of fight. Like if he meets this army in the middle, it's going to be tough. But yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. If MaxPax catches a whiff of this transition, it would be nice to have spines. And we're getting a couple over here on the right side. Love to see a couple on the bottom left as well. Like 4 or 5 spines, really all you need. It's going to help so much against zealot run-bys.
Let's take a chance up at the rocks on the upper right-hand side. Again, Spire coming through, the Spine's in the way. Archon the Immortal building by as well on the left side. We have got the gathering of Immortal Archon right there. The Mothership overhead. The first Broodlords will show themselves, and yeah, it's going to be, like I say, I'm not sure something you really want to fight into right now. MaxPax immediately starts the Tempest, so now he knows the Broodlords are here. He'll try and find an answer to them. It's not even like he has the Stalkers where he can maybe have a chance at like blinking underneath them and clearing them out. Like, he's basically relying on Archons as a way to kind of run into this. Some probes go down. And obviously Rogue can continue to advance into a bit of a siege with these Broods. It's only the single Stargate as well, so 1 Tempest at a time is not going to be a super fast response. And we obviously in no position to lose this 4th base, so what we're going to do, he just recalled his Mothership to the base. Not sure that's going to save the day.
You can at least attack the air with it, and you can eventually recall your main army as well pretty easily, because you have more area of effect with the Mothership recall, right? So I actually kind of like this. The problem is that there's just too many mobile units for Rogue, is what it feels like. So it's like nice that you killed 1 base. Rogue still has like 9 bases. You just lost your last remaining mining base. Like, this is not a good trade. It's actually gonna lose it as well. So it's too late there with the cloak, which is just a mistake. Now, he's going to max out on a very powerful army, and he's going to try to win with a single fight. So basically have the Tempest kill all the Brutes, and your Immortals will be capable of clearing the ground. I think what Rogue needs is Infestors, probably some Spores. Drive-bys are always decent as well. There's really not that many cannons on any of these bases, so that means that base trading can be somewhat effective. MaxPax's army also isn't perfect. Like, we still have 11 Stalkers, which are a bit so-so in my opinion.
Yeah, that's very true. Well, MaxPax is at least getting closer to maxing out than he has in a while. Rogue obviously has a big bank, but he has to have something of a decent trade here to be able to rebuild and have a chance with the rebuild. Otherwise, MaxPax is 143 army supply, so it's a hefty army. Like I say, we have to be careful about the approach here and take the right kind of fight as Rogue settles back in at the bottom center for the moment. A few Lings show up and nibble at the Nexus already. It's not going to do too much. Those few Lings get cleaned out straight away.
Absolutely.
Not really a... I mean, Rogue's just banking money, right? He's just getting more and more cash stacked up. He's obviously still trying to run by. MaxPax just... I mean, I don't know how he gets to 5th base, but if he doesn't get to 5th base, then he's basically banking on one big all-in shove. And, like, again, it's going to be that massive army. It's just... If Rogue finds a way to clean up that massive army, then this game is going to be done already.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, however, the safe play is to do a run-by. Like, Rogue doesn't actually have that good of an army, I think. He's going to try to fight here, but this feels kind of scary, honestly. Like, the Corruptor count isn't very high. Archons are mispositioned, though. Like, they're completely on the wrong side of things. Broodlords are continuing to fight. A bunch of Archons are going to end up falling. I wonder what army Rogue will pick up next. He's getting 9 Corruptors, 10 Ultras. I think he's giving up on the Broodlord thought and is just going to go ground plus Corruptor, which I think is always going to trade. Like, maybe not perfectly, but it is going to trade. Like, this fight was legit god-awful for Rogue.
Yeah, it was awful, but then I don't really see how you take it any better with what you had. So I'm kind of about, like, clear out those Tempests. Just have so much on the ground. Like, the thing is, as well, is like MaxPax lost like 50 army supply here. He doesn't have the money to rebuild. So all you need is an army that plays cleanup, right? And just maxing out on the ground and guaranteeing the ground fight should be good enough for you. And he's going to be maxed out on pretty much ground army now, plus the 3 Corruptors.
There's not that much ground anti-air either. That means Corruptors will just clear the Tempest. So after you clear the Tempest, most likely you're going to be capable as well of just morphing into Brutes and then win the game. As yeah, I mean, even just the ground army apparently is good enough here. Ling, Ultra Baneling coming from multiple sides. 22 minutes, and Rogue wins game number 1.
Wow.
Well done.
That's crazy, because I really didn't believe in him for a while.
Yeah.
I had no faith for a lot of this game.
Yeah, same.
Crazy.
Very crazy.
Get into game 2. It's gonna some people in the tree. I'm gonna mute for a moment.
Some people on the tree?
Yeah.
Freaking England.
Christmas, Christmas traditions, what can I say?
Oh. I thought there was people climbing in your tree outside and you had to like, scare them off.
Have to push them back. That would be very accurate for the,
Oh,
England.
they started without me?
Oh, someone left for you. MaxPax left.
Oh.
Guy MaxPax.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Unstoppable Pork, thank you so much for the 38-month resub. I'm going to put you on the tree alongside ZZ, Corey, and General, but naked from before the game. When the guys
I really
sort
can
themselves out.
stay.
Get you guys on the tree. Go, go.
I gotta go away. Proud of you, de broer van Henk de Vries. I don't know what Wardy is doing. I can't believe Wardy thinks Christmas is more important than StarCraft 2 semifinals of his own cup.
It's not Christmas, it's the StarCraft 2 fans going on the tree. Like, it's about StarCraft.
Actual Grinch.
Actual Grinch.
The British Grinch is what they call him. Because he hates Christmas.
Yeah, I
Heard it here first.
it's not.
Okay.
It's even worse. It's not that I hate Christmas. I love Christmas because I abuse it for money.
You what?
I abuse it for money.
Ah,
You know?
so then you don't love it. If you abuse something, you don't love it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Wardy,
saying.
That's not
It's
how
even-
love works.
No. I love the fact I abuse it.
You
So I'm
you love
taking
the
advantage
abuse.
of Christmas.
You're sick. That's
It's really
what a
disgusting.
psychopath would say. Yeah, it is disgusting.
It's like
Actual Grinch. Hey, what do you think Rogue does? Does he go to the inside or line?
I would really like to see a line. I really think the inside base does not need to be taken early for a Zerg. Takes in straight away. Cool. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's obviously nice and close, so it's not too bad when you're getting blocked like this. I guess in that regard, it makes more sense. Yeah. What would you have liked to see? Do you think it's good? Do you think the line's better?
I don't know. I have no thoughts on this subject yet. I want to see how this plays out, because I feel like it's really expensive to scout like this, and you feel like such an absolute cocklord if this happens. You know, like if you move across the map to block a natural, and then they take a base that's even closer to their main. Like that would just get my blood go like boiling. You know. Which is extremely unhealthy.
Extremely unhealthy.
Yeah, temperature of the body
should
should
not be
much
blood
lower.
boiling level. Yeah.
Yeah. When they measure the body temperature, it's just... It's not actually the blood though. Is the blood warmer, you think?
Is your blood warmer? I don't know. Nope. That's the same as the body. Oh, slightly higher than the average core body temperature. Blood's 38
Yeah.
and the core body is 37.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But it can also fluctuate based on factors like age, time of day, and activity level.
When does blood freeze? Is it similar to water, you think? Don't Google it yet. Just think about it.
If I have to think about it,
Yeah.
probably slightly less than water if I had to guess.
Wait, so lower temperature?
Yeah, like less than 0.
Think so? Yeah, maybe.
Because it's not just water, it's like a full-on... It's got stuff in it, but it's still
So then it...
water-based. So like,
Okay.
I think it'd be like just below 0 if I had to guess.
What about what you call it, like evaporation?
Evaporation, well, yeah, when it boils.
Yeah, what would that be, you think? Like 110? Something like that?
Maybe I don't know if it has enough stuff in it to... I think it's like, because it's still water-based, so the water would boil
So
off.
the water
and
just goes away and it leaves
Yeah.
like the red stuff behind? Like when you
think
do
that
it with
affects-
salty
I
water,
think-
you know?
I think that affects boiling water. I think boiling is not as affected by the composition of it as like freezing would be. I think they're still both very close. I think 10 degrees is way off, probably.
Okay. Interesting.
This is all just guessing. I have no idea.
Have you ever boiled like salty water?
Probably.
And then you have like a layer of salt remaining, you know, when it's all gone.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
what we
Yeah, I
did
know what you mean.
in science class.
Yeah.
Yeah, I quit after that. I was like, what the hell are we doing here?
you turn salty water into salt. Like removing the
Yeah,
water.
dude. Terrible use of energy, if you ask me. But useful if you're stranded on an island. You know? You can use that strategy to desaltify the water.
Desaltify.
Yeah, you could even leave it in the sun, and then like it evaporates, and then you use a bit of like textile or something to soak up the water, and it drips into a different bucket. I saw Bear Grylls do this.
I was gonna say, I was saying you just boiled off the water, so you remove the salt, but now you don't have the water anymore.
Yeah.
But you have a plan for that. That's good to know.
Yeah. I watched Bear Grylls a lot growing up.
You know, if we're stuck on an island, I would like to have you with me, because while all of your ideas might not work, I think you have enough ideas that at least something would work, you know?
Yeah.
Like it might happen when it's too late, but at least there was hope, you know?
A lot of hope. Yes, if you had to pick between me and Bear, though, I'd go for Bear Grylls.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I don't know his availability. I feel like you're more available to get stuck on an island with.
That's true. Okay, Forge, Twilight. We're gonna go for 4-gate Blink. With a pretty fast move out as well. Into delayed +1. I really like this build. I think it is very powerful. It tends to hit slightly after or slightly before +1 finishes. Like it's like right on the edge when it comes to the Zerg upgrade. And that can make a huge difference for the Lynx. How is it possible that Rogue never has any drones?
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing with his build. I hate it. Like it works. Surely, right? He's winning some games with it. These Lings are going to get a surprising amount of damage done here. They're going to kill multiple Stalkers. But like, I just, all my natural instincts are the things I look at to tell us where the game's at. It's just so awful.
He lost like freaking 20 Lings and killed 3 Stalkers, and he's still down 13 workers. Like
it felt good at the start. Like when you first killed a
that's
Stalker or two. It was the extra Lings that then ran in and never killed anything more.
You know what else feels good at the start, Wardy? Heroin. But don't do that either. Yeah, it's detrimental consequences, often to yourself and family life.
Yeah. I'm really glad you pointed that out. I really thought it was just the positive.
No. Yeah, many people think that initially. Like, oh, this is great. But then the reality kicks in. It's the same with this Link type of attack.
It feels good and you get addicted to it and it just ends up being no good.
Yeah. It is for it. Like, how can he die? He had the perfect build order as well. It's like +1 melee is so good against Stalker warping or Stalker attack. Like that is supposed to be what you want. Like if you write it out on like the back of a napkin, you know, this is the StarCraft theory in a nutshell. It's like Link +1 versus Stalker is good. Yeah, that's just how it is. But for whatever reason, whenever Rogue does it, it just ends up being like he just is bad early games.
His build's just not good. Like he's just not
like. And it frustrates me so much because his mid game and late game is actually phenomenal. Like his movement is freaking crazy. Like he's so good at taking fights. He just has the wrong amounts of units at the wrong times. And I don't understand how it is possible.
That is a bunch of very good points. These Lings are going to commit, by the way. They want these Zealots. And you see Stalkers pushing through. Ling Hydra Queen going to be there to try and push the Stalkers back away for the moment. +2 attack, Storm and Charge all coming up. That +1 missiles are part of this. Hydras, Banes, and Lings are producing through as well. You'll get rid of a couple more Queens here. The Hydras and the Queens still trying to trade with said Stalkers. And MaxPax will end up having to pull back away through the top side.
Yeah. Fort base in some trouble here too. Hate it when my fort base is in trouble. Stalkers moving forward. You're going to snipe some Lings, maybe a Hydra. They blink back. Like, I am not loving the vibes here that I'm getting out of Rogue. Like, he is getting completely destroyed by MaxPax here. Like, actually just completely being pulled apart.
Yeah, I mean, I had a similar feel about the last game, and then he turned it around, but I feel like there's even less chance of him having a turnaround point on this one, because I just don't think his units, like having Ling Hydra, I don't think is going to save the day on this one, as this Hatcher in the front goes down. There's going to be some Banelings, and they actually do very well. 9 probes and multiple Stalkers warping in, killed, so that's decent. Unfortunately now these Lings get caught in stasis, and these Hydras on their own, so they're going to get chased by Charge Lots. And Rogue is going to once again have a very inefficient couple of moments.
Yep. We do have a couple of Banes on the way. They're not done quite yet. And MaxPax is probably just going to kind of pounce on this opportunity to see if his Zealots can do something. If you can trade out Zealots, generally it's a good idea to try it. This trade went a little bit worse, I think, than he expected. It went a little bit worse than I expected as well, for being real honest. He has a fort base already. There's no hive on the way. There is zero reason to do this, but I completely understand why he did do it. Like, it just feels like he's so far ahead. And it felt like if you can, trade out a couple of Zealots like that, it does feel kind of nice. Right now, Rogue is setting up for what should be his final attack. He has 69 workers to 78, like down in workers, playing Hydraling Bane. He is stuck on this comp. He is stuck on this tech. He is stuck on this terrible worker count as well. Like, the moment he builds any drones, there's no more pressure on MaxPax. Creep spread is god-awful too. Like, Rogue's position legitimately sucks. Despite having said all of that, Rogue has shown some phenomenal micro, some great like army movement so far in this game that I don't really want to call this over quite yet.
Like, I believe there's a chance, but I just think MaxPax is in such a good position this time around. Having the 4 bases already set up, he has 5th base going, he's got the in base he can still take at some point as well. I mean, Rogue is potentially going to max out, but MaxPax is so much money. Like, this time around, it's going to be MaxPax who has the rebuild potential, and that's really good from a Zerg point of view. If you don't have the rebuild and your opponent does, we'll see if he can make it. I mean, if he just finds one really good fight, right, there's going to be an opportunity. Some Banes, get rid of some Zealots already. We have the High Templars. If they go down too early, right, that could be a big problem as well. We'll get rid of a couple here with the Banes, but not loads and loads. It's a lot of the Storms already used, and we actually are going to start moving through these Storms with Hydras apparently now. One Baneling got in toward the High Templar, but not enough to kill. As they're still trying to play the dodging game. The Storms have been decent, sure.
Yeah, they've been decent, but this is the last of the Storms. Hydra count is still very decent. I have absolutely zero clue how these fights are even this close. There's one Bane in the back that absolutely helped against these Zealots. One more big Zealot warp in, and this might just barely be enough as there's just 0 Banelings remaining. They charge on the wrong unit. Yeah. The Hydras get so much damage in. There's a Mothership now on the way. This is a layer 60 drone all in at this point. MaxPax isn't that yet. This looks very bad for him, but the army that Rogue is working with is also god-awful. Second Immortal is about to pop out. Ooh, Rogue going into the natural is an interesting call. Not sure if I love this.
Yeah, but a lot of the units took a step over to the right, so maybe the natural felt like the kind of an engageable position for Rogue. But yeah, I kind of agree with the wall off that. It's going to be tough. He does obviously still have some Zealots that dealing damage across the map. A nice little transfuse. He tries to protect his Hydras there, and he is just going back into mauling Hydra. The thing for MaxPax right now, 1 High Temple on the map. He warps into 2 more, but there's going to be a severe lack of Storms if Rogue goes for another round of this sometime soon, and that might just mean that MaxPax maybe doesn't quite have the army comp he needs to truly fully fight against this.
Yeah, I don't know. If MaxPax is completely in position to deal with this army, I feel like he actually has a pretty decent setup with +3 attack, but right now his probes are in a world of trouble. We get some splits. Do we have Storms available? We don't. We're going to get an Archon Morph here. This base is cooked. Yeah. Workers largely stay alive, though. I actually think if MaxPax just gives up this base, it wouldn't be that bad of a call. Like, pull away the workers. Keep the workers alive. It's all we care about. And then now we have +3. We have a Mothership. We have a couple of Archons. We have a lot of Zealots that can run by. And +3 Zealots are actually so good in run bys. As long as you're not fighting high, like what you call them, Banelings, you're going to be freaking cooking your opponent. Like, Archon, Immortal, Mothership, 3-4 Templar. I think MaxPax honestly is still in a very reasonable position here.
Because Rogue was in such a bad position when this all started. Like, despite all of the benefits he got from this, like, his position is still not ideal. I mean, we see an Overlord speed finishing up, so he may try some Dropper Lord at some point soon, which could be interesting. Still a couple of Zealots here and there doing some damage. He's still only a 58 drone Zerg at this point. Okay, a couple more structures here. Can MaxPax truly just live off of these 3 bases, though? Like, how soon does he have to push back to the 4th, do you think? Or is he just okay to build army and go and send one big attack?
Wait, who? Rogue?
No, MaxPax.
I think MaxPax doesn't really have to do anything, to be honest. I think he's... If he hangs out, like, just chills, he's winning, no?
Should he take his in-base, though? Okay, he does that now.
Yeah, I like that. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, like,
you're a genius.
I think that's just the thing that's missing is, like, some access to a fresher base. We're 40 minutes in game, right? Like, we're losing base income soon, so
Yeah.
I'd like to see an extra base coming up, and the benefit of this map is he's got a very safe base to take, so maybe he could have done that a bit sooner. Here we go, that first storm was very preemptive. We are going to get a lot of the bins connecting through. The Time Warp plus Storm on the top left was massive, and that's going to really deny a lot of this, but is it good enough for MaxPax as we have a few Hydras left over still going in after those Archons? There's Immortals beneath that Mothership as well. Need the rest of the Hydras to step forward here, and you need them to actually hit the right things. Banes maybe need to turn around into the Zealots, as we are going to be seeing MaxPax, it looks as though is making a bit of a hold on this. A few Zerglings are getting on those Immortals, but not enough. I mean, these Zealots are just doing the work, and he is going to get a defense. Wow.
Oh my god. These Oracles were very powerful as well, keeping them alive. The Zealot flank from the left side made these Banelings kind of doubt where they wanted to go. Now Rogue is down about 40 supply. First carrier is out. We have +1 for air weapons on the way as well. This has been such a freaking weird game.
Yeah. This is, yeah, this is... This is going to be... it's wild that this was so dominated by MaxPax early to the point that Rogue was even able to get back in. This was surprising. Obviously now I just feel like it's slipped far enough away, but... Yeah, Rogue really made a good go of what felt like an impossible situation in a lot of ways.
I think Rogue might secretly be a genius. Like, he is so freaking good at this game. It's crazy. This should have been 100% unwinnable. And the last game was 100% unwinnable as well. Like, it was... You know, when I was doing the pretending like Rogue still had a chance, that I don't want to call this game over. In my head, I was like, this game is over, Wardy. Like, I felt bad for lying to you, you know? Because I'm not that type of guy that would trick my friends. But at the same time, there's a little bit of belief in Rogue always. This guy is bananas. I like this drop. This actually is a very intelligent play once again. He really sees opportunity everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, when MaxPax is so... I mean, this maybe is just an engagement too late, because can you imagine he did this drop? Oh my god! Well... I didn't really know what to make of that. There's one full Overlord, and a second one! Interceptor's good. Oh, that's rough. I was going to say that was kind of a wild recall and everything was there. I think that drop was just an engagement too late. Imagine he does that drop when he's setting up the previous fight. This would have been terrifying for MaxPax, and maybe is enough to make the difference, so...
Yeah.
GG's. 1-1.
What a gamer.
What a gamer.
It's freaking impressive, man.
Yeah. Freaking impressive. That was
impressive gamer.
If Rogue just figured out the early game, unstoppable. I don't know.
Yeah. It is legit.
So
like,
good.
I don't think he'll ever lose a game again. But you put Rogue and like one of these early game nerds in a room together. Like, you put him with like freaking Lambo or Cero, you know? Yeah. These guys that know like the millimeter that every Overlord should be on, and like where every drone should be moving. Like a perfect drone split. That Rogue is never gonna lose a game ever again in his life. Like, he is currently the actual mid to late game GOAT. Yet, what is his rank on Aligalak? Dude, I'm gonna keep referring to Aligalak today.
On Aligalak any day, huh?
Let's see. He's rank 14 right now, and he's neutral. No green or red arrows.
No green or red.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he'll have days like this, and the next day you see him, he'll struggle to get through the first round. Like,
yeah,
the consistency is not there.
True.
Crazy business.
Okay. Final map in this best of 3.
Final map in this best of 3. Who do you have your money on?
It's hard. So, I am a huge hater of Taito Citadel, because you cannot block your opponent. So then you feel forced into non-scouting. So then I don't scout, and then people 12 pool me. Young Yakov has won the past 5 games against me on this map by 12 pooling. You know how they sometimes say that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is what I do against Young Yakov on Taito Citadel. At some point, he's got to stop 12 pooling.
Surely.
Surely.
Some stage.
And I keep getting freaking Taito Citadel as well on him. So usually you have 2 options as a pro. Oh yeah, there's 3 options. There's 2 good options, but there's 3 options. So option 1 is you block your opponent's natural, which is nice. Like, you sacrifice economy but they don't have a hatchery in their natural. So your adept can deal some damage maybe. It's not possible on Tidal Citadel because they can always get the freaking 15 hatch down post Overlord, which is crazy to think about. Like, that is mental. Then the other thing that's viable is non-scouting. Like, you have a lot of money and it feels okay, which is fine until the other dude does a 12 pool or like even like some 14 or 16 pools and you're kind of cooked. Then the final option is the cuck move, and that is going for Gateway Scout. If you Gateway Scout, you get full information, but economically it's quite weak. So if they're just playing standard hatch timing, then you just feel like an absolute loser. Like you're down like freaking 110 minerals or something compared to a non-scout, which is actually quite a big deal. Like, people make fun of me for always dying to 12 pools because I don't want to scout, but I think it's good to not scout. Maybe not as frequently as some people do it, but it's good to have, you know? Like, that's what MaxPax is doing right now.
Good to
not scouting. Yeah, you gotta mix it in.
Yeah, it's like Terrans with commands on the first. You can't do it every time, but if you mix it in a good amount, it's unstoppable.
I think Command Center first is less of like a straightforward advantage. You know what I mean? Because it's a different build. Like the SC, like probe scouting is just like you have a mineral advantage compared to gate scouting. Like nothing is different except no information. Like, but if you compare like barracks into gas to a CC first, they're builds that play out just different. So I don't find it like a complete even comparison. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Listen to this. I have another theory, by the way. What do you think of playing proxy 2-Rex Reaper, but also SCV blocking your opponent's natural base?
Do you have the money for that?
Which means you have the money for that. Yeah, of course.
SCV blocking, just not engineering blocking.
Yeah, just SCV blocking, yeah.
So you send 3 SCVs across the map.
Yeah. And one really early. 2 really early. One, you know, like 7 seconds later.
Sounds very expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive, but there's not going to be creep in the natural for quite a while. You get Reapers. Like, you could build a bunker, you know?
Hmm.
Doesn't it sound interesting? Like, aren't you enticed right now to test this out?
No, because I would rather someone else did it, and then I can be like, oh, it was bad. And I didn't have to waste my time on it.
Okay, I'm going to test this after this game.
Test this after the game.
Yeah. It just sounds intense. I just thought of it. Okay. What else do we have? Yeah, oh, Spore coming up. I think if you have this much energy on an Oracle, you probably go for it. Like, you go for this, you go for the Spore.
Go for the Spore.
Yeah, you got it. Did you just kill one drone and one larva? Nice. We're gonna go for Glaives this time. We have very fast Evo Chamber. What's this? Interesting. Ooh, Adept. Losing Adept when you're playing Glaives kind of sucks, to be honest. So you always hope it doesn't happen.
This Glaives definitely feels like a, hey, let's stop him from getting to that melee, and let's try and stop him from just getting into what he's clearly comfortable with, because Rogue's been trying to play melee every time, so Glaives does a lot to kind of punish that. What's Rotron coming up, though? Is that Rotron in time to help us out here?
Is it single Oracle? No, it's 2 Oracle. Yeah, it should be. Usually the rule is 2 Oracle is 430, I think. Single Oracle is 420 on the Rose Warren. So it's going to be a little bit delayed by about 10 seconds. So there might be a period of time in which the adepts are going to be useful. But you can full wall this because you build the Evo in the wall. So I think it should be fine. As long as Rogue sees it coming, he's going to be in a right fine position here.
Right fine position.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You see what MaxPax is doing here? He's hiding the fact that he had resonating glaives on that adept. He didn't want to shoot.
Yeah. Trying to be...
Yeah, you're just running away rather than shooting at all, which is kind of a cute move. It didn't work out because roaches already are on the way. Drones need to be pulled away from this base right now. We have a Spore in the wall. This allows drones to still pass through while nothing else can. It's a neat little maneuver here. As this Adept Shade did finish up. One Adept is going to go down. Second Adept is already quite low as well. Rogue with the transfer here with the drones needs to be so freaking careful.
Yeah.
He's really freaking careful.
Those Adepts saw the opportunity. They got a couple, but only a couple so far. Going to threaten the Shade once again. Oracle's going to find the chance of this chaos and just take advantage and get rid of the queen. Now the drones are not pulling away, so again, we're going to lose a few already. And we've just got nothing nearby that's doing damage, right? Like, we are just sat here with these adepts, and finally some roaches come back across. We will get rid of one more adept, but man, it feels like we're just making no progress through that adept number at the moment. Pistol shit again. Roaches will step over. We'll meet those adepts. The adepts can try and get along over toward the natural here. 1-1 upgrades. Blink coming through. We have the drop lord has just finished as well, so maybe some opportunity to make something happen with that.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to go for a Roach Queen Ling. MaxPax is playing the greediest follow-up as possible. Like he's taking a fort base, double forge. I don't think you can play anything that's more greedy, but he also has 6 gateways already. He's getting cannons, he's getting batteries. I think he can probably defend his fort base. Do I think he should defend his fort base? Probably not. But I think what units does our boy Rogue really have? Like, he has 29 lings, there's 10 adepts out. He has 12 roaches and 5 ravagers, and there's 9 stalkers out. Is Blink done? Ooh. Yeah, Blink is done, so he can just blink away.
Dropload dies already, as the stalkers made sure to get rid of that at first. And that's going to take away a little bit of the anti-air, which means that, well, these oracles are going to be able to just sit here, and that's just going to be all we need. GG's. MaxPax will take out Rogue, and it will be a MaxPax ByuN final.
Wow. It's an unlikely final, honestly, especially if you look at the bracket. Impressive stuff.
Impressive stuff, man. Rogue gotten close.
Absolutely.
To a final, but not quite there.
Okay, I'll mute for a second so I can fight with my chat, and then
Sure.
we come back.
I'll be here.
Okay.
Alright guys, so we're just storing a couple things out to get ready for this MaxPax ByuN final. So we'll kick this TVP off in just a few moments, see if ByuN can get MaxPax killed off again, as he did find the chance to the other day as well. So, see how that goes, and see what happens pretty shortly. Sorry, give me a sec, I'm just trying to double check some things. Cool. Cool. Thanks to everyone who subbed. I did get everyone on the tree. Hopefully you saw. I didn't maybe say it out loud, but I did show them on camera and stuff, so I got you guys on the tree. And yeah, we'll wait for MaxPax and ByuN to video up. I'll probably be a second once they get the first map loaded. Can I fight with you guys? I only fight for you guys when I have too many subs to cast, so basically, I mean, we're 11 subs away from 1100, so if you think about it, we're just 11 subs away. Oh yeah, I have to do my sponsor. Yes, let's talk about Surfshark. Okay, I'm gonna mute up. Never mind, Hearthstone. I'm out of here. Right, guys, let's talk about Surfshark quickly. Surfshark are our new sponsor on the channel, and they will be our sponsor for the next couple of weeks. So super excited to have them on board and with us, and excited to kind of get into this. So first of all, obviously you can check out on the link in the chat, !Surfshark, if you want to check it out on the Twitch, and you can use the promo code WARDI. If you go through my link and use the promo code WARDI, you can get up to 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN at a great deal. So it's a great pricing, it's a great deal. So do check that out. Again, !Surfshark in the chat. Surfshark's a VPN, which in this day and age is, depending on what you do, pretty much a must-have. I mean, for example, I can't even, browse the TL.net forums anymore without a VPN because half the pictures and memes on there are from Imager, which is blocked in the UK. So I have to use Surfshark to get myself out of the UK, or at least change my geolocation, and so on and so forth. So, VPN is something you can use every single day, and they do help making your browsing and everything so much safer and more private as an experience as well. Super easy and simple to connect to. A couple of clicks and bam, you wherever you want to be in the world, essentially. Geolocation-wise, you can use that to obviously get through and access different streaming software, streaming services and different shows and so on, and all of that stuff. Or if you're in the UK, you can just use it to actually look at a bunch of sites which have decided to block you, like Imager. Thanks, Imager. It's not your fault. Thanks, UK government, I guess. But yeah, so yeah, check that out. Obviously, a lot of benefits. Surfshark also offers a couple of cool features, such as their Clean Web, which is available through both their VPN app, which you can get on your phone and so, or as a browser extension. It blocks ads, it does malware, cookie pop-ups, and so on, allows you to make your browsing experience a lot more smoother, safer, and easier. And there's also other features, such as their email scam checker, which stops you from getting phished, for example, keeping your StarCraft 2 account as safe as possible, or just from other scam emails as well. You can try it today risk-free because they have a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. And like I say, with my link, you can get 4 months for free. And as always, with the sponsors, guys, if you do use the sponsors, it supports the channel, it supports the StarCraft 2, and it helps you stay safer on the net. So do check that out. I appreciate it. As, yeah, thank you so much for listening to The Sellout. Images blocked in the UK. Yeah, because they changed it so that basically a bunch of age-based websites need to verify your age if you want to. They need to verify your age, and then basically all these websites said, "Cool, that's great. We're not going to implement that, so we'll just block anyone accessing it from the UK." So, yeah, UK government just hates us. Yeah, check out Surfshark, surfshark.com/Wardy, or head on over there and use the code Wardy. You get 4 months for free, and again, support the stream by becoming safe on the internet. Let's go back and talk to Harstem. Hello.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hello. I forgot I had a sponsorship read to do.
Oh, who do you have?
Surfshark, the VPN.
Oh, Surfshark.
Yeah.
How do people? What's the?
I already did it all.
Surfshark? Also, my people.
Your
my
people?
viewers, they would love Surfshark.
They're not paying me to sell it to your people, though.
Yeah, but they can still use your code.
Sure. You can use code Wardy at surfshark.com for a safer, easier private experience on the internet. Bam.
Nice. What percentage discount?
You get 4 months free.
4 months free?
Yeah.
It's a lot of months.
Yep. If you don't like it, there's also a 30-day money-back guarantee.
If you don't like it, 30-day money-back guarantee.
Yeah. So basically, you can try it, and if you really hate me for making you go there, doesn't matter.
Okay, nice.
So there you go. Cool. Finals time. Done MaxPax.
It is the time of the finals. And some people think Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year. I personally believe that the Monday finals is the most wonderful time of the year.
And it happens
I bet you
52
agree
times.
because you're the British Grinch.
The British Grinch.
The British Grinch, he hates
Yeah, this is
Christmas.
better. This is better than Christmas because it happens literally every week.
But even
Christmas
if the frequency was as much as Christmas, I still would prefer it. It is not just pumping the numbers. It is also just the fact that it's such a great thing. Like I would miss a Christmas, but I would never miss a WardiTV Monday Grand Finals. Personally.
I feel like it reflects badly on you, but we can go with it.
Yeah, many things reflect badly on me. Mirrors, the story I just told you. But that is okay. I'll carry the burden. Okay, what are we seeing here? This was gas first into eBay.
Yeah.
Block. Oh, Hellions. Oh, Hellions.
Oh, Hellions, oh, Hellions.
NSCC. So there's like 2 ways you can do it. Well, there's like 17 different ways you can do it, but one of the cool ways you can do this is just going like Hellion, and Starport Proxy, and then you delay your CC a bit. But the way that ByuN plays it is actually just Hellion. And very frequently what ends up happening is this adept shows up and starts smacking this marine around like, come here, little prick. You know, he's running away. No, leave me alone. And then last possible second, these 2 Hellions come out and they save the day. See? It would have been great had he targeted the marine rather than the SCV. Even now, it's still pretty okay because you kill 1 unit. There's going to be 4 Hellions out. MaxPax is going to have 2 Stalkers. Like, he's chronoing his warp gate. Dude, he is afraid. He's afraid of life right now.
He's afraid and he's terrified and he's playing like it. Unbelievable stuff. Blink on the way. 4K coming up, we will see the Hellions will make their way down towards the bottom side as we will have a chance to run into that mineral line and to try and maybe get some probe kills.
Give me a number, Wardy. Give me a number. How
4.
many probes are dying?
4.
4?
No,
I'm saying 6.
6?
6.
2. 3. 4. Bam.
Come on, one more shot.
No.
Baby, you gotta.
What are you doing,
Get the 6,
MaxPax?
get the 6, get the... No!
MaxPax.
He had that. He had that.
He should have only had 4. MaxPax decided not to play against it, I think.
If he would have
You
gone
paid him
for
off.
4, he would have
That's
kept the
it.
car alive.
True.
If he would have gone for 6, he would have lost one more car. But do you see that sneak by?
Now he's going to get in again. Well, there's going to be more stalkers warping in, but he might be able to get in the main. That's huge, yeah. Okay.
That's game over.
Ooh.
No, it's not, but it's good. Oh, come on, get the 6. It doesn't count anymore, though. It was the first warp.
It's completely different.
Stalkers on the other side are also dying. One goes
not
down.
Great. Yeah.
One doesn't go down. Hellions in the main base. There's 2 extra workers go down. Dude, ByuN is unleashed today. What is happening? He saw his illegal luck rating and wasn't happy with the numbers.
You sponsored by illegal luck?
No, they have no business model. They have no cash flow. They can't sponsor me.
I know, it just feels like it, man.
Yeah. That's what happens when people actually like products. You know, they use it. They're like, this is what genuine love sounds like. I only have that for 2 things: illegal luck and displayed, Wardy.
Yeah, that's it. Alright. Thanks, CJ Marines on the way. Stim half done. Prism coming up. The Observer was looking to start there as well. A couple of probes and everything else coming through as our Stalkers will relocate around the left side. Tank already shooting there, and the couple Stalkers take some damage. The Marine Cyclone gathering up as well. Trying to see what else we can do over these next few moments.
This is a very weird position, no? Like, ByuN has 1 tank in the main, but it's not really in the right spot to deal with the Prism. He's not even aware of this at all. So the tank's going to get 1 shot off. He's going to lose a lot of SCVs here right now.
Yeah, he is going to have to pull the SCVs, and he was bringing the tank in, but I think he's afraid that the tank gets blinked on, it goes down, and then you have even less to defend with. This is going to be 11 SCVs because he was just not aware of where these Stalkers were coming in from. Cyclone tries to lock on. Oh, Prism going to get recalled. The Cyclone already raced its lock on. No?
So surely the Cyclone can...
That's a visual optical illusion. It's not as close
Optical illusion? It's like the gray line in the white and the gray line in the black.
Yeah.
It's like which is, you know, which is darker.
Which is, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But they're actually the same gray.
Yeah, and this is the same distance. It's out of reach.
Yeah.
Stalkers is going to blink by. We are going to stim, and we will get a couple Stalkers here, but it does heavily delay your attacker's ByuN because he was on the way across the map. Now he will not be. He actually does a lot of damage. He gets quite a few Stalkers out of this.
It's annoying that his attack gets delayed. And also his stim being used with like 4 Stalkers like that. Significant though. It's now going to lose a couple of Marines. He said that was not a fair trade here. Have a handful of Marines to make it even. This does feel really awkward. Charge isn't even close to being done. So it is just a very weird situation we find ourselves in. These Stalkers behind, just cutting off the reinforcement line, is insanely frustrating. And I think MaxPax is just kind of outplaying ByuN here right now. Like, his early game was so god-awful, but his unit movement is so much better that it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we are going to see, again, still no charge just yet. Tanks probably need to start sieging. The first tank that does siege is the one that gets killed by the Immortal quickly. Now it's the Immortal in a bit of trouble. There are batteries here. Marines will jump through. We will eventually get rid of the Immortal. A new one just popped frustratingly. Just to get rid of Ron, another one is there. Stalkers not intercepting reinforcements just yet because they're coming through the center and the Stalkers are off to the left side. So it's kind of interesting too, and we will kill the Robo facility. MaxPax obviously under heavy siege here and waiting to pick his moment to try and break through this.
Absolutely. Yeah, MaxPax being supply block actually sucks because his 5 gateways just finished up. He's picking up a lot of reinforcement. Charge also done as the Immortal in the back dealing a lot of damage. I mean, there's no medevac with this. GG gets called as Max is going to win game number 1 after a god-awful start. Manages to take it back. That was impressive. It honestly was, because it shouldn't have happened. ByuN just being a little bit too far forward there with the tanks and the Marines and allowing that jump into the main base, losing 13 SCVs. I mean, that's going to be, you know, it's the end of it, Wardy. What do you want me to say?
I wasn't expecting you to say anything else. You could have shut up a while ago. Yeah, you could have shut up a while ago. Just kept on talking. 10,000 feet. Coming up.
Yeah. Did they start without me?
Nope, you're in the lobby.
No.
ByuN's not even here yet. Crazy business. Alright, game 2 coming through.
Do you think MaxPax has better PvT than Clem in the early game? I think so, right?
Better PvT than Clem? Yes.
In the early game.
Yeah, I think so. MaxPax
I think... yeah.
I think MaxPax's PvT is really good. Early game.
I think Clem's PvT is also really good. But it seems like he's a bit more, you know... He plays it a little bit less... I don't know. I don't know what it is about MaxPax. He's just very good.
Sometimes that's the difficulty with, about getting as good as these guys. It's hard to figure out what it is that really kind of makes a difference.
Because when I think of Clem, like one of the craziest things, like if it like his blink control is so freaking ridiculous as well. Like when he's kiting marine pushes, I think he's actually one of the best. Actually, I think he is the best. But then when it comes to just setting up these engagements and the way that MaxPax moves with like the prism and blink, he just gets insane comebacks. Like this game should have been over. You lose freaking 9 workers. That's cooked. ByuN's gonna do the exact same thing, by the way. You see that? It's going for gas first, into barracks, into eBay. Is MaxPax gonna scout? He's going to send a worker down to his own natural. I don't think he wants to be eBay blocked anymore, which really is, it's a fair thing to not want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. It's reasonable. I'm going to throw the engineering bay down in front of the probe, but this obviously gets nowhere near as much HP on it, so this will be denied much more quickly, although for the moment the SCV got away for a second. I'm going to force 4 probes down nice and quickly, so you still get value out of this engineering bay being placed. And we'll continue from there as the gateway finishes from MaxPax. You can go Cybercore.
No
SCV comes around the left side.
Is this proxy factory?
Ooh.
That would be terrible.
I was excited though.
Yeah, me too. What if it's proxy starport though?
That could be cool, but MaxPax does have good vision of his base, so we'll see what he really get done with it. And obviously the next is on location as well, so I just like it's positioned to be a proxy, but I just don't know if I believe in the proxy, to be honest.
You think the core spots it? No. And in this position, if he builds it right, then probably not. I think it's going to be proxy starport.
I mean, there's no reason the SCV would still be there, right?
Like a late scout, maybe?
Yeah. It's not like he's coming in from a weird angle, even. You'd still just run in at the front.
Oh, and he was going to build a CC and then he sent the worker back. It's going to be proxy starport. Stalker first. Okay, let's see what this Cybercore sees. Okay. Port gets built a little bit in the back. Adept comes out, first unit, then a Stalker, also chrono boosted. It's going to be Hellion into the late high ground CC.
We need to be successful here as ByuN. You've delayed your command center a lot to do this, so...
Yeah.
If you're not successful with this, it's going to get real bad for you real quick.
Yeah. This build, though, is always successful. Like, I actually can't remember the last time this build didn't just deal a lot of damage. I'm not even trying to be funny here. I actually think this build is really freaking good. Oh my god. He finds it. How does he do it?
That's insane.
Yeah.
I think this might be the next time you see the build not do much damage.
Well, you'd think that, but there's still 2 things that you can do here as the Terran, right? So you can pick up the Hellions or you can drive into the natural. Both are valid.
We're going to try to drive into the natural. We're going to get through. 3 Hellions are in. They will line up 2 probes initially, and if they outspeed these other units... Oh my god, that 1 Hellion in the back got so stuck. So we are going to get at least a couple more workers. 3. It's going to be hard to get fresh probes killed from this point. I think that might be about it for these Hellions at this stage. Only 3.
Yeah, but look at this. 2 more coming in. Oh, but a warp in. So his MaxPax is like 2 steps ahead of his opponent at all times.
MaxPax takes all the excitement out of this game, man. Like, you're like so excited. It's like 2 more Hellions. Oh, never mind. Yeah, the fun's gone.
Yeah, I mean, that was game. He was building a Hellion 7 and 8 as well. So you're like kind of banking on a very unstable game, but the game was stable and fair play. Dude, good hold by MaxPax. Really, really well done.
Scouting helps.
Yeah, no, it does. Like it changes the dynamic and also just it's good.
Yeah.
2-0. This has been
A hell of a final.
This has been a hell of a final.
Hell of a final.
Thank God I cancelled Christmas for this.
You know what it is though? It's like at least the Mondays you show up, and if it's not a good one, you get next week. But if Christmas is not a good Christmas, you gotta wait a whole year. At least it's sour taste in your mouth.
Yeah, this is a fantastic point. Another reason why the Wardy Mondays are goated.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you know
Are you in?
they actually set Christmas up this year to avoid the WardiTV Mondays?
Really?
Yeah, there's a WardiTV Monday like 3 days before, and then like 3 days after. Like they could not have put Christmas further away from it. They were scared of the competition. So they were like,
well, when is your Christmas? Is it 24 at night or 25? Yeah. I do honestly all days nowadays. So I do 24 at night is important now.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm Dutch, we also have 2 days, like 25 and 26.
You do 25, 26, yeah.
Yeah. So it's
I mean, we do like
full force Christmas, baby.
Yeah, we do like 24, 25, 26. Like we celebrate Christmas on the 25th, but like 24 and 26 is definitely like Christmassy and holiday.
Oh, I dig that. Ooh. Proxy Marauder.
I think ByuN's done with the series.
I think he's done too.
So you know what? Another finals on my resume from a WardiTV Monday.
He beat Clem.
Clem.
He beat Clem. It's actually just going to be single proxy barracks though. What is this?
One Marauder.
There's no way the second SUV is in time, Wardy. There's no way. He's just not in time. He's too late.
High ground.
No, he's building on the high ground because he was too late. Oh my god.
It's a choice, for sure.
I mean, this is not... it's... Maybe Reaper now as a result? Let's see what he does with the tech lab. I mean... I am legit zero hopeful for this game right now. Yeah, it's gonna... Okay, this is actually Proxy Marauder. This is... the worst execution of a Proxy Marauder I've seen in my entire life. He does have more workers, so it's a bit harder to figure out what it is. We're actually seeing a Nexus, but I feel like you can probably just still hold it. So you want to hear the alternative man's approach to... he's going to fly the barracks over. This is insanity. I mean, he's hitting so freaking late. Like, this is just not good. You know what the alternative man's approach is? He's canceling the Nexus. That is never an approach. What the hell?
Cancel a Nexus. And now ByuN's not going to build a second Marauder.
No, he built second Marauder, but he cancels the tech lab. Yeah. I think... So here I am of two minds, whether you should cancel Concussive or not. Because Concussive still has some utility at this point while you're trying to get the bunker up. But really you want a fast factory, you know, because that's going to be banging for you. He kills Pylon. What I was gonna say, so the alternative approach to holding this, so what you can do is you cancel your second gas, you get adepts, and you cut all workers from the moment you scout it, and then you build like 3-4 batteries on the low ground, you skip warp gate, you keep getting adept plus robotics facility, and then at some point you will get an immortal out, and they can't out DPS you because you have too many batteries. And then once the immortal is out, you poop on Marauders.
Nice. Yeah, no, the defense progress is definitely decent there. We are going to see CC back at home from ByuN, Factory at home as well. MaxPax with that Stargate finishing will be choosing to build a... Nothing.
Oh, he cancelled Concussive. I mean, this is... I call this a debatable move. Like, I think it's not good. Because, I mean, he's going to be capable of moving into the bunker. Like, killing the bunker is going to be absolutely possible with the Void. But he's going to be even in workers. Cyclone will be out. Starport will be half done or done when the Void Ray starts moving across the map. CC is going to be done as well. We have a Twilight Council now coming in as well. Like, this is what a terrible situation looks like. Okay?
I'm taking note.
Yeah.
Void Ray is going to activate. I'm going to clean out this bunker. And then, obviously, we do see the unit's going to step forward and try and go after a Stalker here. We're going to kill one. So we get something out of this. We will not get a probe. MaxPax can begin to expand as he goes Phoenix behind this. And ByuN just going Marine Tank Viking currently.
Yeah. Yeah, Marine Tank Viking. Look at the SCV hiding in the natural as well. Beautiful move. So he's going to get the full scout right now. He's going to see, oh, there's a second gateway. Oh, there's a Twilight Council. Oh, nothing building from the Stargate. Like, this is... Oh. Is eBay
What?
blocking? What the hell is he doing? What? No, come on.
You know, would you rather know what's going on in the game, or would you rather make these probes run a bit further around the Nexus to mine?
Yeah, they're already long distance mining. It's like, what's another, like... I see how you're beyond.
This was not it.
Okay, Adept's gonna finish up. It's Shade. Doesn't get a kill here on the SCV, so that's nice control. Oh, there you go. 2 SCVs in the red. But 1 Adept, that's dead. I'd rather be in the red than not here anymore. 2 next side coming up at the same time. We're following it up with Blink. I could see a Dark Shrine here coming into play as well. Like, this is something that MaxPax very rarely does, but in bad situations, he sometimes, you know, pulls it out of his back pocket. Let's see if that's going to be the case here.
The Blink being done is just so much ability for MaxPax to take the third. He's feeling good about this. Stim's not even done yet for ByuN, so he's away off any sort of real kind of meaningful aggression anytime soon.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Very rough. 2 more barracks. Stim. I mean, the moment combat comes out, like, he's gonna be up, what, like 30 supply maybe? He's gonna have better upgrades. He's going to have better tech. I like what MaxPax is trying, but I just don't really see it work.
Yep, no, I'm with you. It's, yeah, I mean, there's been some weird games, I think, to say the least.
Yep. Oh. These Marines trying their best. Idiots.
Silly guys. Couldn't be there.
I mean, the supply is legit going to be like 35, 40, nah, 35, 40, yeah, actually 35, 40 supply in favor of ByuN. It's actually going to be that much. No? Like for a little bit, and then the gateways finish up, and maybe you can produce a bit more, but it's like...
MaxPax basically needs like a medevac snipe, or, you know, at the least, or like an insane trade if ByuN walks across the map with these stalkers, but ByuN actually unloads, and maybe even looks to catch the stalkers potentially, which would be really damning for MaxPax. That would really mean
MaxPax is so far back.
Yeah.
He knows. Like, MaxPax, he just has such a strong gut feeling, honestly. This guy's bananas. Oh, look at this.
The second wraparound. Where do we go now?
The supply is much closer than I thought it would be, by the way. Like, this, honestly, supply-wise, doesn't even look that freaking terrible. Oh, there's a surprise. 2 stalkers go down, 3 stalkers will go down, 4 stalkers, maybe even 5. Yeah, this was not as bad as it could have been, but pretty freaking close to that. There's really nothing here at all for MaxPax.
Yep, no, this is looking pretty doomed, as we are going to be seeing ByuN trying to get across the other side of the map with all these tanks. A couple of Zealots are going to try and run by. Which, hey, you know, any sort of chaos you can create right now, anything to maybe give yourself a fighting chance, sure, but there's a bunker there, a couple of units get inside, so if nothing else, that's going to slow you down from MaxPax's Zealots, and this army looks terrible, man. Like, this is just Zealots in a dream, but they already woke up.
Yeah, it's not looking great here. Supply still look kind of close, and the map is fairly long, so you're almost, you know, kind of hoping that, what if, but... Well, actually, what if, Wardy? Guardian Shield, +1 finishes up, RoboBay comes in. Reinforcements get blasted by the Zealots.
Oh, all 3?
We flank right now with the Zealots.
If you can take down this tank and break in... The ByuNs are kind of low HP, right? Gives you a little bit more hope as well.
Yeah. Now, there's no fort base, which is an issue. Honestly, like, the game is very good for ByuN, but you're almost starting to believe, you know? If we get a Colossus, Thermal Lance, you know, like a little Zealot run by killing 15 SCVs, like, we're back, you know?
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Oh, and here goes the Zealot. One Zealot and a dream.
that guy still has a belief, man. He thinks there's some opportunity still in play here.
Hmm.
He's gonna try and make something happen. I mean, just try and check where things are at. Third base just dropped down from ByuN. MaxPax's army supply really catches up now, no? Because he's been able to hold the 3 bases.
Yeah. It's starting to catch up. The Zealot run by is key. It's gonna get 1 SCV kill. We have 4 more Zealots being sent around as well. Here comes the Guardian Shield. Just a single sentry though. Double mines are connecting as well. Here comes the Colossus. No batteries, which is gonna make this a lot tougher than it already was. Honestly, the Zealots are just kind of getting ripped apart here. Like ripped to shreds. As the Immortals in the back dealing a lot of damage. Zealot run by now going to try and bounce some of these SCVs back to Terran Hell. And MaxPax for now holds. Kills a couple of workers on the other side of the map. 7, 8, 9. Wardy?
Yeah, I mean, he killed a significant amount of workers. He doesn't lose the 3rd base. Like, yeah, no 4th is an issue, but it's not like ByuN's really mined from his 3rd at all just yet, so I'll be a bit of a believer at least. Like, I'm not going to write MaxPax off yet. I mean, his upgrade's going to be +2 in thermal lance soon enough. The issue I have is I feel like MaxPax struggles to deal damage to this Terran army. Like, it's very Marauder heavy, and maybe the Zealots are, nice there, because then the Marauders don't shoot through Zealots super quickly. But then what are you doing damage-wise to get rid of this? Like, I feel like a couple more Immortals or so would be really nice, because there's so many Marauders. I mean, now there's Ghosts available as well. Wouldn't mind just deny the 4th for a few seconds longer as well. On the bottom.
Yeah. What do you think of... Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, like, what if we get some disruptors? But it's not really a unit anymore that you rely on for, like, some lucky shots. Like, basically what MaxPax needs is he needs ByuN to attack into him with an army that can be held while simultaneously probably taking out 25 SCVs or so. Like, without that, I actually think it's going to be impossible, because his army out in the open is never going to be capable of fighting. His upgrades are actually staying similar, which is nice. But ByuN is just gonna max out. Like, once ByuN hits 200 supply, runs towards the 4th base, how is Max gonna hold that? I don't see it.
Yeah, I mean, I also don't really see it, but then I didn't really see him defending the 3rd base earlier, so I shall sit and believe. Still, as long as it stays in the game, there's no doubt. Well, there is doubt, but...
Yeah, there's loads of doubts.
There's loads of doubt, but not so much that I'm not a believer. Somewhere, somehow.
Like, if there was a Prism on the map, and like a 7 Zealot on the north or something, like, I'd be like, ooh, I see where the vision is. I don't think it's gonna work still, but I can see that we're trying something. But right now, like, I get that you don't want to build a Prism, because all your robo time is being sucked into Colossus and other stuff. Stalker's now moving forward, just blinking back. Like, I don't know, like, this just seems so freaking hard for MaxPax. He's getting closer and closer to maxing out, and Max with a maxed army is pretty freaking strong. Like, he has a very good control of these Protoss forces, like Zealot, Stalker, Colossus, Sentry armies. Like, if he's maxed out on it, he usually can make something happen, but 8 Vikings, 3 Ghosts, I mean, 2 upgrades.
He's just going to be maxed against a good Terran army, though, is the problem, right? Yeah. Like, his army kind of sucks in comparison to the Terran army, and that's, I think, the issue. Like, there's no kind of like, oh my god, that could be it kind of unit here either. Like, Storms still kind of have that impact sometimes where you can really displace the fight a little bit. Like, I just don't feel like there's anything like that that really stops ByuN from utilizing his army well.
Yeah, I don't think so either. There's going to be a 2 Zealot run by right now. It's forcing about 20 supply back. MaxPax completely out of position, so his 4th base is toast. Dead on arrival. He's going to have to pull away. His 5th also died already.
Yeah. That's definitely going to leave this in a pretty miserable kind of state as Vikings come across. Colossus will take some damage. EMP coming down. I see the Zealots coming up from that right-hand side. The Vikings will get their way through those Colossus currently. The Zealots are still trying to charge on in. Going to be seeing the Vikings trying to get that Colossus. Not quite going to be able to, but ByuN on the ground should be able to do more than enough right here and play clean up.
This is such a reasonable thought out of MaxPax as well. Like, honestly, very well done with the Zealot flank. Clears all the Vikings, but he just didn't have enough stuff. And sometimes more stuff just beats less stuff. And that's the case here, Wardo.
You know what? It's one of those things you live and die by in StarCraft. Either more stuff versus less stuff situation. The MaxPax falls victim to one of the biggest factors of this in general.
Absolutely. Ooh, I just got some good news. The next Aligalak rating list is going to come out on 24 December. It's like a
Christmas present.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
Oh, can't
I
wait.
do love that.
Can't
for
wait
me
to
as
see the
well.
updates.
Dude, this is actually going to be such a good update as well on the new list. Even now, like I'm excited to see what ByuN's rating is gonna do. Like he's back in the top 10, which he was out of for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he's gonna overtake Cure, so he's gonna be a rank 9 player again.
Nice.
What a beast!
We just need the top 10 list not to change though.
Yeah.
Why
is that?
Because my Christmas Day games are the top 10 minus Cyril and Maru. And I really use that in the hype above it.
Oh really?
Yeah, not. I mean, not,
Shin might make it in. He's gonna ruin your life.
well, Shin can play the Christmas Eve games.
He what?
He can play the Christmas Eve games if he wants to.
Oh,
But
okay.
that can be the next thing. All right, ByuN MaxPax, game number 4. ByuN gets one back. But it was a pretty miserable start of the series for ByuN, so let's see if MaxPax can rechannel that energy and close this out.
Yeah, he needs to rechannel and close it out, indeed. If he's not closing stuff out, he's gonna be in trouble. Like, you don't want to let this go into like reverse sweep territory, you know? It'd be the worst. What is the chance we see another double barracks? No, because last time it was proxied on the map. It's like a fake proxy marauder.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just gonna be double gas for now.
I feel like they're trying to make gaming scenarios out of non-gaming situations.
Yeah.
Happens.
Yeah, it does happen. You know what I'm actually strongly attaching value to right now? Is like a 3 Reaper or something. 3 Reaper, 2 Hellion. I would really like seeing that. It also feels strong on this map. I think in general Reaper builds are good on this map. It's a little bit smaller. Just like a neat spot on the north of the natural, which you can jump up in. It's like a good spot that goes into the main base. MaxPax is not a huge fan of Reaper walls anymore. Reaper walls are kind of like a fad that keeps coming back, you know?
Yeah.
Like everyone and their mom will play it for a little bit, and everyone's like, not anymore. Like they forget all the downsides of it. It's like a pendulum that swings back and forth. Oh, I love Reaper wall. Reapers can jump in. Oh, I hate Marine Cyclone pushes. I can kill my Reaper wall for free. And then it just, you know, the pendulum just swings back and forth over the years.
The people who sell the Reaper walls just go through phases. They capitalize on the seasonal change of Reaper walls, you know? Comes into fashion, you know, they sell out about it for a while. Take a time to restock when, you know, costs are high, and then bam,
exactly. Hero has warehouses filled with Reaper walls that don't work.
Yeah.
He has defective Reaper walls. He's still selling them to this day. Ooh, look at this. Nice Reaper timing if he goes in now. Wow. Completely outmaneuvered. He's gonna have a 3-second window to kill a probe. If he gets it, this actually was the greatest game I've ever seen. Oh, this is brilliant. Do you see that timing? Oh, he lost the Reaper. Terrible move. Oh my god.
It changes so quickly.
Yeah. So SCV is running away from this Adept. I mean, the Adept is gonna die most likely. Look at that. Adept's gonna die. Kills a single Marine. Does delay a bit of building time on the CC, but we already had a 3rd depot that's done, so I don't care about that. Starport now comes down, which is fairly late. I think we're gonna go for a tank push.
Yeah, it feels like we're lining up to get across the map here soon. Try and make something happen. As you see the blink coming about, you can see the wall gate coming down. Starport commands into tank and the Marines continue to come in. Let's drop our robot facility into the front of this natural.
I mean, this is a pointless adventure, no? There's no way this does anything. It's gonna waste a bit of battery energy, and then he'll have to repair. But battery energy regenerates for free, so it's not something you actually want to throw out. I guess what it does do, it keeps your opponent busy. But it also loses him like a Marine here, I think. Maybe even 2. No.
That's away,
MaxPax
but
not ballsy enough to continue chasing. But I mean, he saw the Cyclone, so he knows it's no Marine drop most likely. It's also no medevac behind this. It's a fake push.
yep, just going to go into the tech lab. A second barracks is on the way, and
Benji?
MaxPax building the prism, getting the blink up, trying to get that into place.
Raven? Nothing. Hmm. How weird. How weird.
Very weird.
Look how much gas he has in the bank. You'd think he'd want to build like a Raven, but he doesn't. MaxPax is moving across the map with 3 gates done, 4th gate on the way, Nexus coming out as well. 42 workers to 36. This is on 3 gases. 2 stalkers at home. Here we go. 4 stalkers ready to jump into a base where the tank is just now repositioning. SCV-1 goes down, SCV-2 goes down, and MaxPax once more is out of here.
See you later, it says. He is not sticking about for any of that, so... Focus come back in. Actually going to try and get a Marine. Just gets back up in time. Gets another SCV, actually. So gets another SCV there, and again, some good damage being dealt as an extra barracks comes online from ByuN. He's got the engineering bay coming up as well, to bring that straight through. Barracks still, obviously, coming up in numbers. Tank and Marines coming out. Obviously, the Stalker's just walking straight into those Marines. That's not pretty.
Not pretty at all. It's the opposite of pretty. Ugly as hell, Wardy.
Ugly.
Ugly as hell. Stim is not done. This is the biggest off timing that I've ever seen in my life. Like, he's managing to hit without anything finishing up, which in and by itself could be considered impressive. A tank dies that was trying to reinforce this position. 4 gateways out already. Immortal about to pop out as well. Like, if we had Stim here, I'd say, ooh, this is dangerous. But we don't have Stim here. So, now I mean, it's still dangerous, but it's dangerous for
no!
ByuN.
Honestly, just the tanks as we blink in. Jeez.
Yeah.
Dangerous. Well, that dangerous. That's how dangerous it is.
Yeah. It was one hell of a show, Wardy.
One hell of a show. Go ahead, one
Are you going to be doing something interesting tonight that people should know about?
Well, right now I'm going to do some sponsored content. I'm going to play PUBG for an hour.
Yeah.
And then I'm going out for the night, so I don't think they need to know
Where
about
are you
that.
going?
But going to do some Christmas shopping and get some food.
Christmas shopping. What are you going to
buy? I don't know yet.
Oh. People really do that, don't they? I'm more. Well, I order it because I know what I want.
No, we know like roughly what shops we need to buy people stuff from. So we're just gonna go and see what vibes, you know.
Yep.
So
understandable.
That's kind of the dealio. So yeah.
Okay, well.
That's,
yeah, I'm out. I'm gone. I see you later.
Ciao.
I got a bike still today.
Yeah, no, get on.
The bike doesn't ride itself, already.
Go bike right now. Go.
Yeah, I see you. Okay. Bye.
Alrighty, guys. Yes, we're gonna do some sponsored content. We're gonna move into PUBG here in a couple of moments and do that for the next hour. So, we're gonna be doing some sponsored content for the next hour, some PUBG. If you stick around even for just the first few minutes of it, from what I understand of the new sponsorship system on Twitch, even if you watch it when it starts just for a couple minutes, that alone is already very useful to us. So basically hang around for a couple minutes or take a moment before you close the stream down and you can basically support some more StarCraft 2 for free. Let's see if it lets me turn this on. It does. Boom. We can start already. Perfecto. So we're going to play some PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, guys. This is obviously a very popular game in the past and something I've played a lot of as well. I'm super excited when we get to do this on stream because I genuinely do enjoy playing PUBG. And I don't have time in the day to play it very often anymore, but I really do genuinely enjoy it when we get that chance. Hey, Siru, thank you so much for the 38-month resub. Watch PUBG to save SC2. Yes, exactly. So this stream and segment is going to be sponsored by PUBG Battlegrounds, and Siru, I will get you ready to go on the tree. Oh, wow, even the raid from Harston. Beautiful. I thought he was going to be streaming his bank raiding, but apparently he's just going to raid us. Welcome, guys. So yeah, welcome. You're going to hear the sellout section as we are sponsored by PUBG Battlegrounds. We're going to be exploring the legendary Erangel map transformed by the Sub-Zero anomaly. We actually had fun yesterday. You know what? it says familiar. It says to mention that it's familiar but unexpected, and it kind of was yesterday. Like, it was very familiar. I remembered a lot of it, but it was like updated and new and kind of cool, and got to see some stuff because we did this a little bit yesterday as well. So yeah, kind of excited to jump back in a day. 2 days back to back of PUBG, super fun. There's new environmental twists and changing conditions, which obviously help to make the game a bit more intriguing. Even if you've got a lot of PUBG experience under your belt, things are changing up and are a little bit different to how they used to be. And then we also have... I'm clicking on the wrong thing. Yeah, I mean, just the usual PUBG stuff, guys. You get to drop in, master your survival instincts, and the most dynamic season of PUBG yet. We had a lot of fun yesterday, actually. We did a lot of creeping around and some running about, and we definitely had some fun yesterday. So excited to get back into the day. There's also, if you want to check out the PUBG social media channels, some on YouTube and X, there's some chance for you to check out some of the lore and the backstory of the Sub-Zero Arangel expansion and season. So yeah, we're going to be playing this for the next hour or so. It's going to be a bunch of fun. First of all, I'm going to get Siru on the tree. And actually, before I stand up, I'm going to get N. Grenko on the 9-month resub on the Prime, ready for the tree as well. Thank you so much. YouTube, I was just leaving you guys on while I was running some ads, but YouTube, I'm going to see you guys later because it's a Twitch-only sponsorship. But if you want to come and watch on Twitch, it will support the channel as well. So do consider head on over here to Twitch. I appreciate if you guys do. In Grenko and Siru, I will get you guys on the tree right now. And then we can get this underway. Very exciting. So yeah, obviously check PUBG out, guys. If you've ever played PUBG before, get back in it. It's actually still very fun. If you played before, like, you might not be as good as you used to be, but it is something that's very easy to pick back up. I feel like, at least, you know, a lot of the a lot of the stuff kind of comes around kind of nicely and comes back into mind. And I was able to kind of get back to it a little bit not so bad yesterday. So I am apparently failing to connect to the external provider. I wonder what that even means. Hang on. Why can't I connect? I need to go to Steam and go offline and online. Okay, so I just need to close this and try again. Give me 1 second then, guys. Just get this set up. Go offline. Second, go offline. Go online. Apparently this fixes it. So we'll try this out, and then we'll hopefully be able to go, because we would like to obviously actually do the sponsorship, because I already started the sponsorship, because I just figured we'd be able to launch the game, it would work. Well, that's what it said to do, so we'll give this a go. Apparently this has been a bug for years. This Reddit thread's from like 10 years ago. I wonder if this still works, or 8 years ago. Alright, it's just opening up a second time, guys, so give it a moment or two. We should be able to get into some PUBG and get into some unknown battleground and back in our winter coat and our outfit that so many were loving yesterday. Is sticking around to hear out all the ideas in the shopping list? I didn't say there was a shopping list, just said there was, you know, we have a rough idea of what we need. AKA, you already have an idea of what we need. I can't help if you're organized, Helen. What can I say? Alright, I think this is further than I got last time around, so let's see how this goes. Yes, perfect. Alright, we're just gonna go random map, third person mode, because I'm still just kind of coming in, kind of chilling and stuff, so we're just gonna get in here and play some games. We completed some missions yesterday. Oh my god, sorry, week 2 of the missions. Yeah, we're just gonna queue up and we're just gonna play some third person. I know a lot of people are like, third person, no, But third person I think is genuinely, it's fun for getting back into it, especially when you don't remember the maps. There's some new maps I don't know, so we're gonna play some third person. I'm just not good enough to play first person right now, guys. I mean, you might have noticed it if you watched me yesterday, but yeah, it was not pretty. So we're gonna try and